This is a production of Hockey Night in Oswego, only on WTOP.
We are live from the Murano Campus Center in the Port City Family and Friends weekend here at SUNY Oswego. The Oswego State Lakers take on the Carlelon Place Canadians. This is the last exhibition game that Oswego will play before conference play starts off next week, and freshman Travis Broman will face his former team tonight. Good evening, welcome to Hockey Night in Oswego. Mike Morano, Matt Watling, and Patrick Machado here with you tonight. We got a lot to dissect from last week's exhibition game, and Oswego showed why they were one of the top offenses in the entire SUNYAC conference last year.
Yeah, no, their offense came out strong. You had 2 goals in off their first 2 shots of the game, and really they took their foot off the gas a little bit during the second and in the middle of the game, but their offense was still there. It just wasn't getting the goal scoring.
Yeah, and like you said before, the offense came out strong, and that really set the pace for the whole game. So
5 goals scored by Oswego during that contest, including 2 by Tanner Spink.
Yeah, which is what a talent he is. And he's the kind of guy that, playing with Anthony Pissarro, one of the best passers in all the conference, Spink could be a guy that puts up a goal per game and leads the SUNYAC in goals. He's that good of a player, and just a sophomore, so he's got a couple more years left here at Oswego State.
Yeah, he's young and he's good, and hopefully he gets more minutes and he can become a big X factor for this team.
David Richer, last year's #1 netminder, struggled in net last week.
Yeah, I think his rebound control wasn't there. He wasn't using his pads the right way to angle the puck away from the crease. At least on one of those goals, the puck was sitting there right in the crease when it was a strong enough shot that he could have kicked it out towards the corner boards. But also, he wasn't getting much help from his defense. I think in that game, the first period was certainly the sloppiest for the Lakers, and they got better as the game went on.
Yeah, he gave up the first 2 goals he let up, and that's all about, you got to shake off the rust as well. It just comes with the new season, but you have to hope now. He's not starting today, he's not here today, but you have to hope that he can shake that off and just become, the normal goalie that he is.
Now, on a brighter note for goaltending, Cedric Hansen and Steven Kozakowski played extremely well. Let's take a look at their stats from the game. There really was not much to separate the 2 goaltenders in the matchup.
Yeah, I thought for a freshman, Kozakowski looked really strong. He was confident in net. He didn't get as many shots as he's used to facing, only having 3 shots on net. And if you're the Lakers, you're happy with how he played, obviously making the 3 saves. And if you're Kozakowski, probably not seeing that much time this season, given you've got 2 proven goaltenders competing against, but still, really love to see the way he played in his first 20 minutes of collegiate action.
Yeah, and you saw the stats that they put up, 3 saves with both 20 minutes played. So that's good. You don't have to rely on, your starting goalie. Sometimes you can fall back because you got players that can play.
Now, looking for areas where the Oswego State Lakers can improve, the power play. They continued to struggle last game, scoring only once on 8 opportunities because of the new slashing point of emphasis.
Yeah, and I think the worst part about it was they didn't have a single shot on half their power plays. So of the 8, 4 of them, they didn't register a single shot, 5 shots total, and that's unacceptable. If you're a team that wants to contend for a national title like Oswego State is, they just could not do anything with the puck. Too much passing, trying to get the pretty plays, and when they end up taking the shot, it's getting blocked or deflected away from the goal, which is ridiculous, and that needs to change for the Lakers.
Yeah, they're not getting clean opportunities, and even dating back to last season, they're 1 for 24 on power plays. So this is obviously a lingering problem that they need to fix, coming fast, because like you said, if they want to start contending, they got to start making plays. They can't just keep passing around. They got to put the puck on net. The more shots you put on net, the more likely they're better to go in. So that's one problem that they really need to fix going into the game.
Oswego State Lakers 1 for 24 on their power play opportunities. They only got that 1 in that last game if it's the exhibition. So officially, it doesn't even go down in the official stats for that game. So what do you think they can do to maybe change up their power play, change up their system in today's exhibition?
I think you look at Michael Gillespie. He's coming back from injury, wasn't playing in the exhibition. You put him on the offside face-off dot like an Alexander Ovechkin, and you just have him fire away one-timers and just try to get shots on net, traffic in front of net. Keep it simple for the Lakers to try to build up this power play and get some goals early on.
Yeah, I guess you got to make up.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but we want to take a look at the roster adjustments for Oswego. Some of them are due to injury. Here's John Perdak with the details.
Hi guys. Cameron Barry will not be playing today's game due to a hip injury that he suffered last week at Nazareth College. Also, Chris McMillan will not be playing in today's game to an unspecified injury from last week. Also, David Roche, starting goaltender, will not be playing today because due to family matters. That's all I have. Back up to you guys at the perch.
And finally, the USCHO released their preseason poll on Monday. Find out where Oswego and the rest of the SUNYAC teams stand right after the break. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro, my girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Do Your Selfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old pile of t-shirts.
It's not garbage, it's actually a new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
Welcome back to Hockey Night on Oswego here on WTOP 10. With the regular season now underway, the preseason polls from the USCHO and D3 hockey analysts have been released, and Oswego ranks number 10 on those polls. Geneseo rates number 5. Do you feel like this rating was deserved given the season that Oswego had?
You know, I think it is. Yes, Oswego was ahead of them when it comes to the regular season. But when it came to what matters most in the postseason SUNYAC play, Geneseo stepped up and ended up winning the conference. And right there alone, regardless of what happens, unless you're losing several significant pieces in the offseason, then I think Geneseo should be ranked higher just based off the ending of last year.
Yeah, like you said, they kept a lot of their pieces, and I think that maybe they should be ranked higher, but I don't think this should be like a big deal for the Oswego. I think they just should keep their season going and just, kind of look past this for now and maybe use this motivation.
Yeah, again, we talked about the regular season for Oswego. Oswego ranked number 1 going into the playoffs, and they just fell off after that in the playoffs. Here's the full poll for USCHO. The D3 poll sort of resembles this, with the exception of Plattsburgh not receiving any votes to be put on the poll. St. Norbert is already picked to be the number 1 team going into the Division 3.
Right, and then you also look at Hobart at number 6, who Oswego is playing in a couple weeks. That's going to be one of the bigger matchups early on in this D3 season, and one that Oswego is going to want to make a statement in. You're ranked 10th. Maybe they think they deserve to be higher, and if that's the case, then they want to come out strong with a win against Hobart in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I don't think the standings really mean much because I think they have they can create competition with all teams on that list. I think that if they work on what they need to fix, I think that they could honestly beat most of those teams.
Now, let's talk about Plattsburgh for a second. Obviously, Oswego's top rival and one of the major players in the SUNYAC Conference, with Geneseo now being the third team to enter that discussion. Isn't it a little weird to you that Plattsburgh didn't make the poll?
I think you look at their season last year, they weren't necessarily great. They heated it up a little bit towards the end of the season, but ultimately they weren't like Oswego, who dominated in the regular season, nor like Geneseo, who won the SUNYAC tournament. So how can you put them in this conversation with some of the amazing teams that there are across the nation?
Yeah, and they did beat Oswego in that playoff game. So it's a little weird not seeing them in that standings.
Yeah, take a look at the SUNYAC standings from last year. Again, we mentioned Oswego had an excellent regular season. This is the second year in a row that they topped the SUNYAC Conference. Geneseo, Buffalo State is there at number 3, but it's interesting. It'll be interesting to see if they can remain at that place, losing one of their top players to Oswego.
Right, Anthony Pissarro, their top point getter, averaged nearly an assist per game, and that's a really talented player.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of players kind of step up here in this team, and hopefully you can find your new leader very soon.
How long do you think it'll take before Oswego can maybe rise in the polls with the way they've been playing so far? And when do you think it'll happen?
I think it happens the Hobart weekend. You're playing the 6th team in the nation, you win it, then I think you move up a couple spots and you're ahead of them. If you lose, I think you drop 2 or 3 spots because that's still a very talented team, and you're not going to see too much movement this early on in the season.
Yeah, and you saw, they're a very offensive team. They scored 5 goals, 3 in the first period. So if they just fix, their power play situation, they could be one of the top teams, and they could really rise in those rankings.
So yeah, new polls from USCHO and D3, the 2 NCAA polls for Division III hockey, are released every single Monday. So we'll see where Oswego and the rest of the SUNYAC teams will fare. Coming up after the break, we break down the tail of the tape between Oswego and the Carlelon Place Canadians and go over Matt and Mike's players to watch. 15 minutes to go until puck drop on Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10. we're getting set for the second and final exhibition game between the Oswego State Lakers and the Carlelon Place Canadians of the Central Canada Hockey League. For the last couple of years on Friends and Family Weekend, Oswego has played the CCHL all-graduate team. This game is played against a team from the CCHL that is already in mid-season form. How do you think this is going to change things for the Lakers?
You know, I think aside from playing a team in mid-season form, last year against the All-Grads, you're playing an all-star team, a team that does not have the same chemistry that a team like Carlelon Place might have. So in that regard, I think it helps the Lakers. You're facing a team that won 3 consecutive regional titles in Carlelon Place from 2014 to 16. So this is a talented team. They've got a bunch of players that are playing Division I or committed to D1 schools, 7, most notably Cornell and St. Cloud State. So this is a talented team in its own right that could be considered an all-star team. You're adding the fact that they have the chemistry, and this makes it a tough matchup for the Lakers.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, it's going to be a very tough matchup for the Lakers. Like you said, a lot of them are D1 commits from Cornell, and you know, since they're already on mid-season form, that's already kind of a scary thing to think about. Is that now they already got most things figured out. You know, they had a couple of games to figure out what their weaknesses, what their strengths were. Oswego, this is their second exhibition game. You know, they still have to figure out what those weaknesses and maybe what those strengths are. So that's one disadvantage, I think, for the Lakers is.
Yeah, again, the CCHL, one of the top leagues in Canada. It's a junior A level. Like you said, D1 prospects come out of this league, and even Brian Boyle, an NHL player, was a graduate of the CCHL. Now, we talked a little bit about injuries. How do you think the loss of Cam Berry, one of Oswego's breakout stars from last year, is going to affect the offense today?
You know, I think it's really crucial. He was a guy that towards the end of the year was putting up close to a point per game. But now you're bringing back Michael Gillespie. You're bringing back Josh Geisig, obviously played in the exhibition last week. And this is a team that has a lot of depth. That's what Coach Gosick recruited for during the offseason, bringing in, 10 freshmen, 10 new faces. You have that depth, so when you go down with injuries, whether it be for the second exhibition or for the second to last game of the season, you have players to fill those shoes, and I think it's going to be more or less by committee, aside from bringing back Michael Gillespie.
Yeah, like you said before, depth is really big, whether that be from the forwards, whether that be from the goalies. It seems like they've come more prepared to actually prepare them for these injuries if they were to happen, to help them out in the long run.
Mitch Emerson, who played most of last season on the first line and even last week against the Nazareth Golden Flyers, dropped from that first line. He's now going to be on the third line going into today's matchup. What do you think the reason of this is? Is it justified?
I think it's just to kind of change things up, see how everything's looking. Because look at this top line right now. You're bringing back Michael Gillespie, talented forward, one of the most talented players on this team, I'd argue. Josh Isaac, the center, and Derek Brown, another D1 or former D1 player. So you have those really talented guys, and I think this third line isn't necessarily a typical bottom 6 line. They have a lot of talent. They have a lot of offensive prowess alongside Joey Molinaro and Josh Nedadol. So while he's on the third line, 1, it's still exhibition. You want to get different looks. You want to see how guys are playing together. And 2, it's still a talented third line that is not going to eat away at Emerson's points or any of his stats, really.
Yeah, this is what all exhibition is all about, is trying out new things, looking at new sets of play, seeing how see how each player is working each other on each line. So it's not a bad thing to switch it up a little bit, especially in an expedition game like this. I think it'll be helpful for the Lakers.
Now, a lot of these players for the Carlelon Place Canadians, this is an exhibition game, and they're playing against college. They're playing against college players who, by and large, are much older than them. So, what do they really have to lose?
I mean, obviously it's an exhibition. You want to put up a good game, and yes, the Lakers are older than Carlelon Place, but Carlelon Place is more than just they're not just a school team or an academic team. They're mostly focused to play hockey. They're around each other a lot more. They're in mid-season form, as we've said, and because of that, they have the chemistry and almost the practice that makes them just as good, if not better, than most collegiate hockey teams.
Yeah, and like you said, they have to just keep going the way they're playing hockey. They can't get, the fact that they're older get in their heads. We saw last week with the women's team against the London Junior Devilettes, and they were playing just as well against, the Lady Lakers. So, it'd be nice you'll see what they're doing, and I think they just have to keep playing as themselves, and they should be fine.
Now, a lot of these players are looking to impress Coach Gosick tonight as 9 of the players on Oswego right now are graduates of the CCHL, 2 of them from the Carlelon Place Canadians, freshman Travis Broman and current captain Devin Campbell.
Yeah, I think this is just a fun match for them. You know, Devin Campbell and Broman both played for the coach of the CCH of the Carlelon Place team, and he's quite an interesting character as he also owns the team. So this is kind of a cool homecoming sort of thing for Devin Campbell and Broman.
Yeah, very interesting stat, especially with Travis Broman, who just recently played for the Canadians. So it's funny to see him play his former team already, even just after a year.
Now going into today's matchup, we got to take a look at some of the difference makers that we might see for Oswego this year. Who are the players that stand out to you for tonight's game?
You know, I look at Tanner Spring, the sophomore. He's a bit undersized at 5'10", 175 pounds, and put up 7 goals in 22 games as a freshman. But playing with Anthony Passero for the second straight game, if he's playing with him long term, this could be a kid that puts up a point per game easily and quite possibly leads the entire conference in goals. Passero's that good of a center, that good of a two-way presence, and Tanner Spink has the shot, has the speed, and has the nose for the net to do it.
Yeah, I think my player to watch for is the Cedric Hansen. You know, with the absence of Richer coming out, it's going to be, you know, he has to fix what Richer did last game of giving up 2 quick goals. I think he has big shoes to fill. So it's going to be interesting to see how he starts it off, because I really believe if he starts it off well, he could really set the pace and set, you know, the foundation for this game in order for the Lakers to win.
Now, who do you think on the Carlelon Place Canadians is going to cause the most problems for Oswego tonight?
You know, I look at a guy like Henry Enbach, the right wing. He's small, he's shifty, he's so creative with the puck, such a talented player, and he's got such a high hockey IQ. He plays the game and knows it so well. He's a kid that's committed to St. Cloud State. That's one of the best programs in all of D1. I believe they're always in there in the Frozen Four, year in and year out, trying to win a national title. And in 17 games played, he's got 13 points. And this is a kid that is so hungry. He's on a 3-game point drought and is determined to get back on the score sheet here tonight.
It's getting a little louder in here. I think my player to watch out for is Zachary Tupner. I think, you know, he leads a team in points. He's 3rd in assists and 3rd in goals. He can pass the puck around, also make some plays, and also score the puck. So I think if he keeps doing what he's doing, I think he'd be a very big problem for the Lakers here today.
Matt, Mike, thank you for your thoughts. We'll be back for the first intermission report. Coming up after the break, we turn it over to the gentleman who will call this game, Jake Vanderbrook and James Catato, for James's keys to the game and puck drop. Stay tuned to Hockey Night in Oswego. The game is next.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro, my girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good? Oh, God. Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
You know who's going off in fantasy this week? Drew Brees.
Brees with time.
You know, you guys are sleeping on Odell Beckham Jr., though. I think he's scoring 3 TDs this week.
And it throws, it's Beckham across the middle.
No, tell me, the Bears defense is what's going to go off this week. I mean, holy
Chicago Bears.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Isaac with a nice spin move. He's going for the puck. He's got Spink. Leaves it for Hunting. Hunting to Spink, and he scores! Isaac go. Shot Hunting. He scores! Aaron Huffnagel ties this game at 3.
Monaro gets the front of the net. It comes out in front. Shot scores! Cam Barry!
Hockey night in Oswego starts now.
And welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego. We got a very exciting matchup between the Oswego State Lakers and the Carlelon Place Canadians out of the CCHL. I'm Jake Vandenbroek, now alongside James Catano. Good matchup here. Now, James, what do we got here? For the Canadians, what are your keys to the game to beat this Oswego team?
Well, the Carlelon Place Canadians, they play 62 games a season, and
the big thing for them is going to be keeping the pedal to the floor. They were second in their conference, currently second in their conference, but they barely held on with a 3-2 win over a Novigrad's team, which was not very good. They're at the bottom of the entire league, not just conference play. Second key I got is weathering the storm. Oswego against Nazareth, they scored 3 goals in the first 7 minutes. They come out fast and hard, and they got to be able to weather that storm. The third I am going to talk about today, taking it all in. Even though they play 62 professional games a season, Oswego is not an easy arena to come in, and the real question is going to be, can Carleton go in, take in the atmosphere of this Oswego crowd, absorb it, and play off of it? That's the real question,
Now for
Jake.
your Oswego State Lakers, they were able to take care of business against Nazareth, winning 5-2 last Saturday. This is their second exhibition game. How are they going to beat Carleton in this one?
Well, the big key offensively, the Lakers finally got Michael Gillespie back. He came back from injury, so how's he going to affect that first-line offense? We're about to see 24 points last year. Goaltending, that's another big one. David Richer out with family matters, and now we have Cedric Hansen starting in net. And then the third one, consistency on the power play, 1 for 9 in the first game against Nazareth, so it should be interesting to see how it plays out,
Very
Jake.
interesting indeed, and we are just on our way. Oswego starting off the puck right now as Tyler Curry. He's going to sling it over the right side. Battle for puck right now, and it looks like we are out of play as it went into the penalty box.
And, you know, one thing that I wanted to touch on pregame was that Tanner Spink, you know, we're going to see him on the second line here for Oswego, and he had a brace, 2 goals against Nazareth, and it's going to be really interesting to see how Spink responds and plays with this second line.
Face-off controlled by Oswego there. He's going to send the pass out to number 8, Derek Brown. Battle for puck right now. Townsend, he's going to make a move. He goes with a one-timer, saved by Cedric Hansen.
You know, that's the one thing that we love about Hansen is that he was the starter going into last season and before Richer took his place. And Hansen, great glove work. We've seen it in the warm-up, stuff like that. He has great pad work as well. So Hansen, very impressive. We'll see what he does for the rest of the game.
Played 1 period last week against Nazareth as he made a bunch of saves in that one and did not give up a goal allowed. Face-off controlled in the zone for Oswego. Oswego trying to clear it out. Now it's going to be number 24, Oswego. He's going to send the pass over. Battle for puck right now. That's going to be taken for the Lakers. That's Carter Allen. Slings it off to the right side, controlled by Gagnon. Gagnon gives the puck over. That pass is just a little too wide as we got an icing called very late there as Carter Allen was able to get to the puck there, and it's going to be going down to Carleton's zone.
And one thing about Travis Broman, Jake, is that he is playing against his former team. He used to play for the Carlelon Place Canadians in the CCHL, so maybe a little bit of nerves there for the freshman. 1 of 9 freshmen for those Oswego State Lakers.
Here we go as Mitch Emerson is going to be taking the face-off. He's going up against. That's going to be controlled by Oswego. A little pass back forth to Josh Nettle. He's going to try to go around the defender. He resets. He's going to give it to Christopher Brunt. Looking left side, nothing there. Now he's going to go around. Sets it up. He's going to give it to Handel. He gives it a shot, and that's going to be wide. Hits the net, and it's going to be out of play with 18:44 left to go in the first period.
You know, and some of these players that are playing in the CCHL for the Carlelon Place Canadians, some of them could still be in high school, Jake. So, I mean, a lot of them are 19, 20 years old, but we do have a couple that were born in 2002. Should be interesting to see if the age plays a factor in this game as well.
Face-off control by Carleton. That's going to be cleared away, trying to get it out of their zone. A lot of contact here, physical play as we got Braun in there. He slings the pass over, and that's going to be taken by Hoffnagel. Hoffnagel trying to reset. He gives a little blank. He tries to go, and that's going to be saved by Murphy as that puck was loose, and Carleton is able to get it out of their zone. Controlled by Christopher Braun, taken away. He gives it a shot. That goes to the side of the net. That's a goal! Off the rebound for Caden Reynolds. And Carleton off to a 1-0 start.
And wow. If you're Cedric Hansen, there's nothing you could do about that.
Nope.
You know, you had a terrible opportunity there with an unfortunate rebound. And great follow-up there for the Canadians, and they take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, it was really more of Carleton's offense. They were able to get down to Oswego's end right away, and next thing you know, a fortunate opportunity for them, and they were able to convert. But this face-off is controlled by Carleton, as that's going to be Brett Thorne. He slings that pass out. Taken away by Oswego. Battle for the puck right now in center by Zizek. Zizek pulling out. He gives it a shot. That's going to be saved away by Murphy. Oswego trying to reset. He's going to go with the wraparound. There's Brown there. Antonucci. Antonucci, he's going to swing it over the left side. Makes the defender miss. Still has it. Battle for puck right now. And that's going to be 16, John Copeland. Swings it off the mid-ice. Battle for it right now. That's going to be 15, Copeland. Opportunity there! And that's going to be taken away by Oswego.
You know, and it looks like that in one of the first keys we were talking about for Carleton, they have been able to weather this first initial storm from Oswego. Very impressive so far.
Pass over the Brown, or Tucker, excuse me. He's going to try to get dumped into the zone. We got a change here coming for Carleton. Zachary. Battle for puck right now. Between, Hansen had to save it with a pad save there. Battle for puck right now once again. Taken away. That's going to be Brown. He's going to give it around. Sets up the pass right there. Birmingham making a move on the defender. Can't really do much there. Tries to get it to Spink. Pichero wheels it around. Campbell's going to set it up. Campbell. Birmingham couldn't really get it, but Pissarro giving it to Curry. Curry gives it a shot, but it's blocked away. Spink is going to come out now, and we're going to have a change here. Here comes Colonero. Instead, that's going to be taken away by Mosley. Mosley given to Tucker, one of the twins here. That's going to be starting that first line into the Oswego zone. Going to be taken by Curry. Sends that pass over. That's going to be taken for Oswego. He's going to be tripped up, and it looks like we are having our first penalty of the game and a golden opportunity for Oswego to try to even things up at 1, James.
And you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how Oswego responds to their very first power play opportunity here. Like I said, 1 for 9 last week against the Nazareth Soaring Eagles, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they respond with this power play opportunity. Under 30% for power play conversion last season, so we'll see what they do here.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Zysek. He's going to be taking that face off. He sets it up for number 20. That is Max Novick. He gives it a timer. Novick over, swings to the left side. That pass was deflected off a Carlson defender, but Oswego has it in their zone. Emerson gives it to Zysek. Back to Gillespie. Gillespie, he said he's going to hold it. Be double teamed by 2 preventers. Novick, he's going to set it. Here comes the wrister. That's saved by Murphy. Alfred Blackburn now, and Brown is able to keep it in their zone, but that's going to be cleared away as that was deflected off by number 14, Ben Tucker. Here comes Gillespie, second line coming in. Gillespie looking right side of the Hofnagel. Hofnagel right back, he's going to set it to Novick. Gillespie, he's going to give it a wrister. That shot is wide. Gillespie winding the puck, he's going to get it. Looking the right side. Looking, holds it, and then a battle for puck right now. And that's going to be cleared away by Carleton, but still in their zone. Opportunity for them to clear it, and a great job there as there are 50 seconds left in the power play.
I'll tell you what, Murphy's been very impressive so far to this point, Jake.
Absolutely. Pissarro has the puck right on mid-ice. Skating around, he's got a 3-on-2. Instead, he's going to just dump it off, and Hofnagel's going to reset. Gives it Polinaro. Polinaro bat to Birmingham, and it's saved by Connor Murphy.
It's very impressive to see what Connor Murphy's doing to this point. He's really keeping the Canadians in this game, and Oswego's putting a lot of early pressure. Carleton's been able to weather that storm that we were talking about before the game. Very impressive showing so far from the Canadians and Connor Murphy.
Pissarro wins that face-off. That's going to be taken to Curry. Curry giving the McMillan opportunity there. He gives it a one-timer, but that's going to be defended, and that's going to be cleared away by Carleton as Zach Tucker has it. A little bit of offense trying to get something going here to get them set with the back check. Tucker, that's going to be taken away for Oswego. That's Anthony Pissarro. He gives it off to Polinaro. Polinaro in their own zone. Gives it to Pissarro. Curry to Pissarro. Pissarro has it. Power play is up. Carlton's back in full strength. Here's an opportunity. He gives it a wrister, and it's saved once again by Connor Murphy.
Another big piece that the Lakers are missing going into this game is center Cam Barry, who tried to play against Nazareth last week but has had a nagging injury and has been off the ice, scratched off the list today for the Lakers.
Blackie's going to be taken off against Francis in that faceoff. It's going to be controlled. That shot was just blocked and deflected. Carlton able to get it out of their zone. 2-on-2 advantage. Let's see what they can do here. Moving forward onto that transition, and we got a penalty on the Oswego State Lakers. And it looks like we're going to have a tripping call, James.
Last week, Nazareth had a very hard time netting on the power play, 0-4 against the Lakers. So the Lakers defense, headed by Devin Campbell and Tyler Curry, did a very good job of keeping them out and keeping them at bay on the power play. So let's see what they do against a Canadian side that is looking much better than that Nazareth Golden Flyers side.
Allen, he is going to be guilty for the penalty. Face-off controlled by Carlton. Let's see what they can do on the power play. That's going to be sent over. Opportunity here. He gives it a wrister. Saved by Hansen. Taken back by Carlton. Here comes the setup again. It's given to number 6, David Poirier. Poirier holding on. Poirier, he's going to sling it over. He gives it a wrister. That's going to be blocked.
And they are not gun shy. They will pull the trigger and shoot it whenever they get the opportunity.
Zizek with a little action here offensively. He's going to give it a wrist, so that's going to be blocked. He gets his own rebound. Zizek trying to give it on his own. Christopher Braun, and it looks like Oswego's going to reset instead as Molinaro comes in the game, as well as Mitch Emerson. Puck control away. Here's Francis. He's going to be skating middle ice. Francis, he's going to dump it off into Oswego's zone. Battle for puck right now between Emerson and Francis. And a big hit by Mitch Emerson. Emerson, he's able to clear it away. Good job by him. Molinaro trying to get back on the... There. Controlled by Connor Murphy. He's going to give it up to Surretti. Surretti making a move on mid-ice. Molinaro right behind him. Here goes. Sets up the pass to Henry Annebeck. Controlled by 18 for Carlton. Is that puck in the back of the back transition? Battle for puck right now. Controlled by Carlton. And we got a man down on number 19 as Keenan Reynolds. It looks like he took a shot to the face, and it looks like it's going to be another penalty for the Oswego State Lakers.
Looks like it's going to be the first 5-on-3 of the game, and the Lakers in a bit of trouble here as Carlton already up 1-0 and looking very dominant on the offensive end, not shy when it comes to pulling the trigger. So let's see how Oswego responds, but it's going to be a tough couple of minutes.
Man, oh man, 5-on-3. For Carlton, the advantage is with them. And as we were waiting for the faceoff, that's going to be controlled by Carlton. 17, he's going to give it over to 6. Thorne on, playing a little catchback. Let's see if they're going to go with the wrister. Now they're going to set up. Now they switch sides. Thorne tries to get it in a one-timer. Save, but that's going to be redirected and scored by Henry Annebeck. Golden opportunity for Carlton, and they were able to convert. And they are up by a score up 2-0.
They just look spectacular in this opening period of play here. And I can't be mad at Cedric Hansen right now. But at the same time, we might be seeing Steven Kazakowski a little bit sooner because Cedric Hansen has let in those 2 goals, but they've all been off of rebounds, Jake.
Yeah, absolutely, because David Richey, he is not playing due to family matters. And we're going to be seeing just 2 goalies tonight, possibly, in this contest. And that puck just went out of play. And we're going to have a face-off coming up with 12:02 left to go in the first period.
And Kazakowski being one of those 2 goalies, being a freshman from Liverpool, New York. So freshman going to get some reps here against a very good Carlton side.
Absolutely. This face-off is going by Oswego. Bonka, he's going to give it over to Rendell. Can't really do much there, but Carlton has the puck right now, and it looks like Carlton is going to reset. It is taken by number 4, Kay Townend, He gives it to Zach Tucker. He has a shot going up. Dumps it into Oswego zone, controlled by Carlton. He's going to give it 18. Gives it over to Ben Tucker. An opportunity as he had Townend. Couldn't really get there. Opportunity, cross. Opportunity there. He couldn't really get the shot off by Ryland Mosley. Instead, they're going to dump it off in their own zone, controlled by Oswego. Carlton gets it back, and it looks like they're going to reset. 16, he gives it a wrister. Nothing really there as Mitch Emerson has it. Townsend setting up, back to mid-ice, can't really control it. Here come changes for both teams. He gives it the right to Tucker, but it was just wide, and it's going to be given to Sullivan. Here at mid-ice, has Zizek on his left side. Instead, he's going to skate. Sullivan has some space on the right side. Instead, he's going to hold it, looking for the reset, double-teamed, and that's going to be taken away by Cade Townend.
And, you know, Carleton was enjoying themselves pregame. They were playing some soccer, actually, in the corner of the arena, so no pressure for them on their shoulders. Like I said before the game, 62-game season, so very long season. They are not feeling this pressure whatsoever.
That was shot there by Hansen. That was taken by Brett Thorne. Battle for puck right now, and that's going to be taken by Sullivan. Gives it to Zizek. Battle between Brown and Zizek. They're working together, but that is going to be taken by Allen. Allen has some space. Little 2-on-1 opportunity, and that pass was just a little wide for Brown as he couldn't get control of it, as Carleton has it right now, taken by Brett Thorne. Gets that pass over to mid-ice. That's going to be taken by Allen. No icing called there. He's going to give that pass over to Passero. Passero on far side, skating around, 3-on-2 opportunity. Instead, Oswego's going to reset. Passero back in the net, trying to find, one-timer there. Instead, we go on a wrister, and it's saved by Connor Murphy.
Connor Murphy got a really solid glove. We've been seeing it in the opening minutes here, and Coach Gosick picked a very good team to put the Lakers up against here for the final preseason game, and I think it's going to be a very, very good regular season, as they're not going to play a lot of teams like this, minus the Hobarts and the Uticas, teams like that. So when they open up the frame against Portland in the regular season,
absolutely,
it'll be very interesting to see how they respond to a weaker team.
Yep, absolutely. Taken by Polinaro. He's going to give it in their zone. Instead, it's going to be taken by Sarah for Campbell, skating to mid-ice. Dumps it off into Oswego's zone. And it just went out of play at 9:23 left to go in the first.
Puts it into the sin bin.
Yes, indeed. What do you think for Carleton right now? They're off to a great start offensively.
Very physical, gritty team that is not trigger shy at all. Actually, trigger happy. They are shooting the puck with ease, and they're causing a lot of issues for Cedric Hansen here in the opening frame.
Absolutely, and it looks like there's going to be a penalty called on Carleton, as John Copeland from Wesley, Massachusetts, is going to be in the penalty box. Here's an opportunity for Oswego as they are in the power play.
Second power play of the game for Oswego. Let's see how they respond to being a man up yet again over Carleton.
Face-off controlled by Carleton. Oswego trying to take control of it. A lost call up there by Zizek, but instead that's going to be cleared. Oh, that's not going to be. He gives it a wrister. Saved by Reynolds with a nice pad save. Now it's going to be over. He sends that pass over to Gillespie. Gillespie looking. Gives it to Brown. Nothing there. Nothing as they're trying to skate. Gives it to Gillespie. Gillespie. That's going to be intercepted by Zach Tucker. Good defensive play. He gives it to his twin, Ben Tucker. Tucker trying to make a move. Novick was in good position there as he is able to get it for Oswego. Oswego pretty much resetting. 1:15 left to go on the power play. Gives it to Gillespie.
And you know, it's not like Oswego's playing poor hockey, anything like that. Carleton is just heads and shoulders better than Oswego right now in this first period of play.
Novick gives it a save, and it's deflected off a defender. Instead, he tried to give it to Greenham. Gillespie has it. Goal. He's going to give it to Brown, and that's going to be cleared away. Good defense there by John Copeland as he is able to clear. 45 seconds left to go on the power play. As Carlson was trying to put a little bit of pressure, Oswego's starting to reset. Novick. He's going to give it to Monero. Instead, it's going to be there. So he's going to give it to Curry. Curry to Passero. Now they're going to set up to Curry. Back to Curry. Let's see what they're going to do. Passero, he has an opportunity. That's going to be shot, and it's going to be deflected off the defender. Good defense there by David Poirier. and that puck is out of play in the Laker bench.
And when you look at the amount of depth on this Laker team, you know, Gosek really has a lot of options that he can play with in terms of what he wants to put out on the line. We see Tanner Spink coming onto the ice. He had 2 goals last week against Nazareth, so he has a lot of options and a lot of toys he can play with on this Oswego bench. And I feel like you're going to see a tired Carleton as the game progresses.
Passero taking that face off. He's going up against Zach Tupker in that first line. 15 seconds left to go in the power play for Oswego. So let's see if Oswego can get a short goal before Carleton returns to full strength. That's going to be controlled by Carleton in the face-off. Good job there, as that's going to be cleared and out of play, and it looks like Carleton is going to be returning to full strength.
Once again, a missed opportunity by the Lakers as they are now 0-2 on the power plays on today's contest.
It looks like we saw they're not at full strength yet.
Not at full strength yet. We got a second left.
1 second left to go.
Unless they can win the face-off and hit a one-timer.
Yeah, chances are that
chances are very slim.
Hard.
What are you betting on that one if you were a betting man?
Oh, man.
Back to full strength now.
Back to full strength for Carleton. This one's going to be controlled by Ben Tupker. He's going to be controlled. And battle for puck right now, and that's going to be between Birmingham. Instead, he trips. Looks like there was a lot of contact there, but there's no call. Curry, he's going to visit in the own zone. That's going to be taken away. He's got Polero. He's going to try to find 7 Tanner Spink. Nothing much there, as he is double teamed once again by the Carleton defenders. They've been doing a great job getting the puck out of their own end when Oswego has been taken. Here goes Zach Tupker. He's going to try to make a move, and it's saved by Cedric Hansen.
And you know, those Tucker twins, they are really, really impressive here in the opening frame. I mean, they are working off each other beautifully, and you can see that they're twins because they are literally just bang, 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 passing it and just shooting the puck with ease.
Absolutely, as the 2 Tuckers from Collingwood, Ontario. They've been communicating very well all throughout their childhood, and that's one's going to be cleared out of the zone, as this one's going to be controlled by Ennebeck. In the neutral zone, it's going to be taken away by Palnick. Pressure as Christopher Braun. He's going to send it over to Hoffnagel. Hoffnagel got a lot of time. Instead, it's going to be taken away on the right side. Hoffnagel gets it back. Has some room. Is he going to go with the wrister? No! He had a chance, but that shot was just wide right. Taken away by Braun. He gives it a wrister, and saved once again by Connor Murphy.
Who else but Murphy? He has literally stopped every single Oswego's 4 shots to this point. And you don't feel like it's 4 shots, but 4 shots on target, really not a bad showing for the first period, but Murphy's just been everywhere that they've been trying to put the puck. Very impressive here.
Absolutely. Connor Murphy, the goalie, weighing 196, 6'4", from Hudson Falls, New York. And here we go. It's Molinaro. He's going to send that pass over to Balnick. Bounce the puck right now on the right side. It's going to be taken away. And an opportunity there. Tried to fit it on that right side, but couldn't. But instead, it's going to be cleared away by Carleton. But Oswego going to get the puck back. But then, 2-on-1 opportunity. Here we go. 2-on-1. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, what a good defensive play there by number 2. Chance there, a little 3-on-2 there as Allen, he couldn't control the puck. Bell.
Allen looked to make the defense into offense, but couldn't do a brilliant defensive play there from Allen, though.
Absolutely, as Carleton is able to clear out of their zone. This one's giving the Novaks. Isaac coming back in the action now. Same with Brown. Novak, no one there. Send the pass out there. No one was there. Miscommunication there. Carleton has it, and it's going to be taken away by number 17, Brett Thorne.
And Jake, how about the crowd for this preseason game right now?
Oh, I know.
Preseason game.
Preseason, yeah, absolutely. It's Isaac. He's going to give it a wrister. No one there. Miscommunication between the 2 defenders, but didn't really cost them as they were able to clear it out of play. Taken away by Oswego, and we got a stoppage.
And you know, you saw Murphy deflected off of his pads there, which is something that David Richet, when he was playing last week, just deflected it right in front of those Nazareth attackers, and they were able to put that away with ease. And we haven't seen it yet from Hansen. Hopefully we won't throughout the entire period of play.
Payne Francis is going to win that face-off, controlled by him. double team by Oswego as they were able to. Here comes Birmingham. Opportunity here. Let's see if they can make a move. He goes with a backhand, but saved by Connor Murphy once again. Antonucci, will he give it the timer? He does, but that's going to be saved once again by Murphy. Maybe a defender had a piece out of it. Goes with a wraparound. Opportunity for Becerro, but he couldn't. Terrace Big has it right behind. And a goal!
Offensive exchange, shot after shot after shot, and then Broman scores against his former team. What a story. Absolutely knocking on the door for the past minute and a half now. Well deserved.
Wow, what a goal there. Opportunity for them. Just a open opportunity, like I said. They were able to convert, and yeah, former Carleton. He's able to find the back of the net, and they cut the lead to 1. Face-off controlled by Carleton once again. That's going to be controlled by Antonetti. And you can really hear your crowd as they're saying, Connor Murphy, it is all his fault.
Oh, man, but it is not all his fault.
It's really the defense.
Oh, but the defense has been fantastic in this showing, though. I mean, Oswego's just had relentless opportunities put on frame, and Connor Murphy can only do so much before one of them is going to go in the back of the net.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication could cost you, and it did there for Carleton as they as they close the gap 2-1. Face-off control by Carleton as we go in the mid-ice. That is going to be number 6 for Carleton. That is David Poirier. Glenstead back into Oswego zone. As Campbell sends it over to Curry. Curry trying to find Hofnagel, but that's going to be taken away.
And I guess you could say that Travis Broman was able to figure out his former teammate a little bit on that goal.
Taylor Curry's just going to dump it off in the zone as they are going to reset. Emerson got a piece of the tip. Let's see if he can do anything here. Not much there as he was double teamed once again. Defense has been all over. No offside call as Curry was able to save it. He sends it over to Hofnagel. Hofnagel on right behind the goalie. Now he's trapped. Sullivan. He's trying to give it to Curry. Let's see what Curry can do. That shot is deflected off. Good defense there by number 10, Jackson Serrett. But instead, taken by Sullivan. Sullivan, he's just going to give it. He's good. Good right leg save by Murphy. Emerson to Curry. Curry gives it the one time, and it's saved by Connor Murphy once again.
And after making the appropriate adjustments, this is the storm that we were talking about pregame that Nazareth was not able to stop in the opening 7 minutes of play. This is the storm that Carleton is going to have to deal with now in the final 2 minutes and 48 seconds of the first period here on the Marano Campus Center ice.
Third line is out for Oswego. That is that. And a quick shot there by number 5. That's Charlie Pelnick. And it's going to be controlled. Still in their zone, keeping the puck alive for Oswego. Attacking that Carlson zone. More double team defense there by the Canadians as Zizek is in the middle of that. And it's Emerson. Are we going to get any action? A lot of contact.
A lot of physicality between these two teams. You're seeing a lot of pushing and shoving into the boards. A couple of penalties here just in the first period alone.
Pelnick trying to just dump that pass up to Emerson. Not at all. Couldn't really do there. And it looks like an offside is called with 2:12 left in the first period.
Yeah, very, very impressive here to see how the Oswego Lakers have responded to the very early and heavy pressure of the Carlelon Place Canadians. Very impressive here as Oswego has bounced back almost with 7 shots on goal in the first period of play.
Absolutely, this face-off is going to be controlled by Oswego. That is number 2, Carter Allen. He dumps it over, and instead that's going to be 16, Gillespie to clear it off the north zone. A lot of contact there as Carleton still has it, and it looks like they're going to reset. Carleton just passes over to number 9, Yaglin, but instead is going to be taken away. Opportunity there, saved by Hansen! But taken away by Gillespie. He's going to be given to, he gets that pass back. 3-on-2 opportunity. He's going to give it to Zizek! Opportunity there! Saved by Connor Murphy! With the right leg. Zizek still has it though. He gives it to Allen. Allen gives a wrister, but saved by Connor Murphy.
Beautiful deke there. Oh, and we got a fight going on the ice, and the referee pulls the 2 away. Gillespie there
Yep,
getting
Scott
off without a
Jervis
fight.
for Carleton and Gillespie for the Lakers. Man, oh man. Watch this happen there in Oswego zone and Carleton zone. Isaac had a golden opportunity with a one-on-one, and Connor Murphy stood strong.
Connor Murphy just been exceptional in this game. 15 saves, only 1 goal, 94% on the save percentage. So he's been absolutely phenomenal for Carleton in the
Now
net.
for puck right now, it's going to be controlled by Carleton. That is going to be Keenan Reynolds. Reynolds slings that pass over to Adeback. Now it's going to be for Adeback. Let's see if he can do anything here. Miscommunication between Carleton. Now Oswego has it. 1 minute left to go. Broman has some space. That's going to be good defense there by number 3. That is going to be a Denier from Raylandsburg, Ontario. Passero gives to Antonucci. Antonucci's going to dump it off in their own zone as Tanner Spink behind the net. Let's see if we got an opportunity there. Broman had an opportunity, but that's going to be saved once again by Connor Murphy. Antonucci prevents it from being offside. Broman trying to find it. Instead, Hofnagel is going to reset. He sends that pass out to Devin Campbell. Campbell resetting. 25 seconds left to go.
You know, Travis Broman has been all over the puck in this contest. He has been very impressive. 1 goal, 1 assist so far for Broman in the preseason.
And it looks like that puck is saved once again by Connor Murphy as they went with a wraparound. Just 13.7 seconds left to go in the first period. Coming up, our first intermission, Pat Machado. We got Matt Watling and Mike Morano. They're going to be going over first period stats and highlights. That is all coming up on the first intermission report. Hofnagel, he's going to give that a shot, but that's going to be saved by Murphy. Off the puck right now, and it looks like Carleton is just not letting him go anywhere as the clock hits 0 here at the Morano Campus Center Arena.
What a first period of play.
Really, it was all Carleton, but possession of the puck, it was all Oswego.
Yeah.
They were in Carleton's end, but the next thing you know, Carleton was able to clear away, and then they had some good breakaway chances, some 2-on-1. And Hansen, you can't really blame him for that first goal, but then
either goal, I would say.
Either goal, for sure. But Carleton, got to give them a lot of credit for picking up the pace and getting it down to their zone right away. And for Oswego, Broman, former Carleton member.
Travis Broman has had his stick all over this puck, and the Lakers in general, after they gave up those 2 goals, 28-7 on total shots. Just absolutely incredible stuff. But the power play goal that they gave up, they got to limit that in the second and third periods.
Absolutely. We come back. Matt Watling, Mike Morano, and Pat Machado are going to be giving their first half stats and analysis as the first intermission report is coming up. You are watching WTOP 10 Hockey Night in Oswego.
When you are in space, you can't run down to the store to buy parts. You have to improvise with what you have on your mission. Making is when there is something new that was not in existence at the beginning of the day. Okay. It's an incredible sense of accomplishment when you have made something. That's why I make. Now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Yep.
Make it more interesting, too, you know?
Yep.
Oswego trails the Carlelon Place Canadians by a score of 2-1. Mike Morano, Matt Watling standing alongside me. I'm Patrick Machado. Before we go into the first period highlights and analysis, just want to give you viewers at home an update on the women's game that is taking place at King's College right now. The Lady Lakers lead King's College by a score of 4-1, with 4 different Lakers heading the score sheet: Annika Newfield, Philomene Taggart, Avery Webster, and Erin Stewart. A lot of secondary scoring. They're out shooting King's College by 31-3. Just an absolute dominance by the Lady Lakers. But now let's get into the first period. Carleton dominated early on as they took advantage of Oswego slow to get out of the gate with their goals.
Yeah, really. I think the Lakers just looked a step behind for most of that first period. And you could tell that Carlelon Place has played, what was it, 15 games already? I mean, look at the shot differential here. 28-7 is just unreal. Carlelon Place really doing a good job, really putting a lot of pressure on the Lakers early on here.
Yeah, they really, they came out playing physical, playing tough, playing very contact heavy. They came out, and the Lakers, yeah, like you said before, played a step behind. It looked like they seemed kind of unprepared almost. So that was they just came out strong, and they kept playing.
Let's take you through the goals. We'll start with in chronological order.
Yeah, I think you just looked at that goal, and the Lakers could not clear it out of the slot. You need to be more aggressive, more assertive in the slot, in those high-danger scoring chances and areas, and get on that puck and get it out towards the boards as fast as possible. It came off a shot from the post, so a little discombobulated was the goaltender, Cedric Hansen.
Yeah, and it seems that the same problem keeps lingering here for the Lakers. They're giving up early goals. Cedric Hansen gave up the quick early goal, I think almost 2 minutes into the game. First shot, it seemed like one of the most early shots for the Canadians. So same problems that they have to fix, but it seemed like he fixed up pretty well besides the other goal on power play.
Keenan Reynolds assisted by Jackson Stewart for the first Carlelon Place goal. And just a few minutes later, they struck again on the power play. But before we go into that goal, we're going to toss it over to our sideline reporter.
Momentum going down the stretch. They've been winning a lot of face-offs lately, and if they continue to push the pace, I think they're en route to have a really good second period. The energy here has been really good, and I'm really looking forward to the second period. But we've got to keep winning face-offs, and I think the goaltending has been good on the Canadians' part, but we got 2 that slipped up on our goaltender. So you just got to keep the pace moving and look to pursue more face-offs and get more shots on goal. Also, another thing, the Oswego Lakers had a lot of shots on goal, more than the Canadians have, so it was good. So back to you up at the perch.
Thank you. Now on to the second goal. It came by the way of the power play on a 5-on-3 scored by number 21, Henry Ennebuck.
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers were just outmanned on the opportunity, and that's what's going to happen when you're facing a 5-on-3. You can only throw really one guy, one defender in front of the crease for the Lakers. Carlelon Place had 2 forwards there, and they beat him to the puck. The Carlelon Place Canadians were able to tie up the defender and put home the loose rebound in front of the net. So a tough goal for the Lakers to give up, but really just a good goal for the Carlelon Place Canadians.
Yeah, like you said, they were just outmanned, and it's tough to keep up with when you have 2 extra guys on that ice. So it's hard to keep up. So yeah, a pretty goal to come in there. And but one thing they probably need to fix is obviously the power plays. They can't give up too many penalties, and then those just going to keep stocking on. So
yeah. All right, let's take a look at those goals scored by Carlelon Place, and then we'll look at Carleton's, and then we'll go on to the Oswego goals after that. And here they are.
Yeah, and really just Lakers late to getting onto that puck there. Couldn't do a really good job of getting there first.
Yeah, just a very fast place. It came off, I believe the rebound, and then Hansen just couldn't believe just to get it in there.
And the second, and we'll take a look at the second goal shortly, scored by Henry Ennebuck, assisted by Keenan Reynolds and Jackson Stewart.
Yeah, and again, that was just a goal where the Lakers couldn't get enough men in front of the net to try to clear the rebound and clear the crease, which is really tough to do on a 5-on-3.
Yeah, when you're outmanned like that, it's very tough. I mean, as good as, their penalty killing is, it's hard to do that with an extra man out there. So, again, you need to limit yourself, but especially on the power play like that, you got to play smart. You can't be giving up penalties like that, because that'll just end up killing you at the end.
What do you think about the play of Cedric Hansen that period?
I think Cedric Hansen's been average, to say the least. Made a couple good saves. That second goal really is a goal that you're not expecting him to stop or expecting anyone to stop. It's just such a great goal. And that first one, if he was able to track the puck a little bit better coming off the post, he probably would have made the save, but that's a tough thing to do for a goaltender.
Yeah, and for, Hansen doesn't really have any, saves to make. I believe that the Canadians only put 6 shots on net throughout that whole period. So, to give up 2 is kind of rough, but he didn't really have many looks. So it's hard to tell how he really is, not having as many shots on net to him.
Oswego a little bit slow to start in that first period, but less than 5 minutes to go in the period. They finally got their legs going, and Travis Broman scores against his former team, first in a Laker uniform.
Yeah, really a good goal coming out of the bottom circle, and a shot goes far side. One of the tougher spots to make the save of your goalie is right above your pad and right below the blocker stick side. So that's a goal that I think the Canadians are going to want back, but it's a really tough save to make, especially off a one-timer.
Yeah, and the Lakers kept giving the pressure. There's a lot of block shots by the Canadians. The Lakers, kept piling on the pressure, and eventually one of those is going to go in. And it was big for Travis Bowen, the former Canadian, as we saw. And, the Lakers really needed that, late in the period to set the, hopefully now come out strong in the second period and kind of set the momentum.
Another player who got their first goal in a Laker uniform was number 11, Anthony Pissarro, the transfer from Buffalo State. What did you think of his play in this first period?
I think he was pretty good. Not the most noticeable player out there on the ice for the Lakers, but a player who is pretty talented nonetheless. You saw his passing prowess, and it was really on full display there.
And coming up on the other side of the break, we will talk about the physicality in that first period and how the Lakers did on the power play. Stay tuned. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10.
Welcome to Understood.org, a free online resource for parents of kids with learning and attention issues, with personalized recommendations, tools, and daily access to experts to help your child thrive. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Guys, I don't feel so good. Shouldn't have had that chili for lunch.
The inherent right to work is one of the elemental privileges of a free people. Endowed, as our nation is, with abundant physical resources, and inspired as it should be to make those resources and opportunities available for the enjoyment of all, we approach re-employment with the real hope of finding a better answer than we have now.
Donate to Goodwill, where your donations help fund job placement and training for people in your community.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. That's 1 in 5 daughters, sons, neighbors, and classmates who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Yet billions of pounds of good food go to waste every year. It's time we do something about it. Feeding America is a nationwide network of food banks that helps provide meals to millions of kids and families in need. Visit feedingamerica.org to help them feed even more. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're feeding America.
Welcome back to the first intermission report here on Hockey Night in Oswego. We talked about in the pregame show the power play for the Lakers. Still, they continue to struggle.
Yeah, I think you look at this first power play, and there was one shot on the crossbar, I believe one on goal as well, as you mentioned that, and they just seemed out of sync. and give credit to Carlelon Place's penalty kill. They did a great job all period getting into the passing lanes and the shooting lanes and making it nearly impossible for the Lakers to get shots on net. So they did a really good job on their penalty kill, but the Lakers need to do a good job with more player movement, more puck movement to draw those Carlelon Place penalty killers out of their lanes and out of position to get shots on net without them blocking.
Yeah, like you said, the same problems continue to linger for these Lakers team of not being able to capitalize off the power play. And that's going to be big for them because if they need to capitalize on these goals so it helps them out later in the game, because if you're not getting these goals, it's just going to make it harder for you at the end of the game. And then, as you have to capitalize on their weaknesses.
Now, the one thing that really stuck out to me is Carlton Place has done an excellent job of protecting the slot and forcing passes to go through the outside and around the net. Should Oswego continue to try to cross it through the slot, or should they work on the wings better?
I think when you're working on the wings, you're not getting quality scoring opportunities. So if you try to work it down below the goal line and then try to get passes out to the slot and find a way to get the puck to the slot, but don't necessarily go across the slot. And if anything, take shots from the point. Try to make pick plays, find openings, and just get shots on net however you can. Have someone in front of the net to get the rebounds.
Yeah, I believe at the point, that's a great opportunity to score when you're hitting it from back there, because then any team can capitalize off that rebound and hopefully maybe get some behind the net.
Physicality is a major factor in today's game. You could see towards the late couple minutes as Oswego began to find their legs. The hits were getting stronger and they were becoming more frequent. How do you think this is going to come into play for the rest of the game?
I think there's just some animosity amongst these two teams, surprisingly, because this is the first time they've really met in quite a while. And it's just all about finishing your checks. Going into the boards, a lot of board play, a lot of grinding the pucks along the boards, and it comes from the forecheck, really. When you're that up in their face, there's going to be a time where you're colliding and having those checks and body checks.
Yeah, they need to continue to play as hard and as tough as possible. Like you said, finishing those checks is huge. You can't let that up because you continue to wear it down. Then the Canadians are going to start capitalizing off that. So they have to really continue playing hard like they have been.
One quick note before we go to break. What do you think that Ed Gosick's biggest problem with that first period of play was?
I think sloppy defensive play.
Definitely capitalizing on power plays.
So what do you think that the coaching adjustments should be, especially since halfway through the period, as this is an exhibition, we will see new forward lines in place for the Lakers and the utilization of an extra forward as teams can now have 19 players on the bench?
I think just trying to get the pucks out of your own zone, chipping it rather than trying to cross through the middle of the zone is really important. Obviously, getting shots on net.
Yeah, definitely try to get new forms of play in there, get some new players out there, see what works, and hopefully, they can get more chemistry together and then hopefully play better as a team. And, like you said, better defense too.
Mike, Matt, thank you as always. That is it for the first intermission report. Coming up on the other side of the break, we have second period puck drop with Jake and James. You're watching Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Laker Connect. Absolutely, Dan Kane, this is his second year, have at least one shot. But communicate and just, you have to go back to the basics. Absolutely wrong, because
right now 1-2 in the SUNY action. If you can win both of those games,
sick and tired, Brandon.
If the other team can win 1 point, hey, Vanderbilt.
Oh, absolutely. Come on. Just give me the 1-0 lead, all right?
No.
Or watching Laker Connections
here on WTOP 10.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Hey guys, I think I'm a little shiny. Can someone help with that, please?
So you ready for tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
So, you're gonna start off the show suspended from the ceiling, right? So you're all set with that. So yeah, just remember everything else we talked about and make sure you follow the prompter.
I mean, don't I always?
No, Just do what we talked about, okay?
All right, no problem. Let's go.
All right, welcome back to the MCC Arena. Jake Van Broek alongside James Catano. James, what are we going to see in the second period from both of these teams?
I'm expecting more of the same, honestly. A lot of physical, gritty play, a lot of great play from both goaltenders, and a lot of shots for Oswego. I think we're going to see Oswego take the lead in this period.
Wow, here we go. It's Tyler Curry. He's going to have that pass, and that's going to be in the zone. That's going to be Gillespie. Gillespie swings it over the Zizek. Zizek's got time. That's going to be taking time. Campbell just slaps a shot, and that's going to be wide right. But instead, Curry has it. And that's going to be Campbell. Campbell gives it to Zizek. Back to Gillespie. That's going to be taken away. Good defense there by Carleton.
You know, one thing that really stuck out to me was that the face-offs. 15-12 in favor of Oswego. You don't see them win a lot of face-off. Last year, they converted only 30% of their face-offs, so it's very impressive to see them actually converting face-offs against a very good Carleton team.
Moving it in the air, and that's going to be slipped, but good save there by Pissarro to keep it in their end, for preventing from being offsides. Tanner Spink trying to make a move. Going back the other way, still has it. Dancing around, gives it to Allen, back to Spink. Spink, he's going to give it, and that's going to be a shot by Travis Broman, but that's going to be wide left. Taken by Spink, and instead it's going to be cleared away by Carleton, and that is moving back out. That's Gagnon. He slants it over to Oswego's zone, and an icing is called.
And, you know, I think that it's very interesting that Carleton putting on the same amount of pressure, and it's a little more back and forth in the opening minutes than it was in the first period. Carleton was very high pressure savvy, and they were just taking it to Oswego. I don't think Oswego expected Carleton to come out that fast.
Peyton Francis, that's going to be Mitch Emerson taking that face off, but instead it's going to be won by Oswego. He tries to go across, but that's going to be well defended away by Molinaro. Molinaro trying to make a move, goes around the net. Molinaro trying to reset. Instead, he just going to give him a shot. That's going to be saved by Murphy. Gives that pass. And that's going to be cleared away by Carleton. Carleton able to get it out of their zone, and Oswego's going to have to reset. Allen gives it to Novick. Novick gives that pass over to Molinaro. Molinaro to Emerson. Emerson back to Molinaro. Battle on the right side. That's going to be taken away. Molinaro. Novick, he's going to give it a wrister. That's going to be blocked away. Opportunity for Keenan Reynolds to skate down the ice. He's got 2-on-2. He's going to look cross pass. He can't really connect, but still taken away by Jackson Serrett. And here comes Carleton. It's going to be a shot there. That's going to be wide right. Taken by Novick. Battle for puck right now. Carleton is still able to keep it alive in their zone, as we got a lot of contact there, as it's 21. That is Henry Ennebeck who fell down the ice there, but this one's going to be taken away by Oswego. He tries to get that pass over to Molinaro.
I tell you, it wouldn't surprise me if we saw a fight in this game. This is a very, very aggressive showing from both teams.
Absolutely. Carleton having in their own zone. They're going to reset. He's going to give that pass over to Brett Thorne. Thorne gives the pass over to Ennebeck. Instead, he's going to be giving it to Keenan Reynolds. Can't really get much there. And it's going to be cleared away by Sullivan. Carleton going to reset. Both lines are going to be changing. That pass is going to be sent to Kay Townend. Townend gives it over to Oswego's zone, and an icing is called.
So obviously, this is a professional team. This is a CCHL team. But where would you rank Carleton in terms of divisions based off of their play so far? Would you make them a very good Division III team, or maybe something even higher?
Honestly, I would have to say something higher, honestly.
Yeah, very impressive so far.
Very impressive indeed. This puck is going to be controlled by Carleton as they're going to be approaching mid-ice. That pass is going to be sent over to Kate Townend. Can't really get that pass. A little bit of miscommunication there as Hansen is able to clear it out. Wheels it out. That's going to be taken by Sullivan. And here comes LeBlanc. LeBlanc, let's see what he's going to do. He gives it a wrist, and that's going to be saved by Murphy. And here's Pelnick. Pelnick has that pass up, and it's going to hit the net, and that is considered out of play with 16:15 left to go in the second period.
Although we haven't seen it yet, Jake, I'm looking forward to seeing Oswego on the power play. Although they did give up a goal the last time that they allowed Carleton to have a power play, and they did have 4 shots, Oswego did, in 4 minutes on the power play, but I think that those numbers have to improve if Oswego want to have a chance at winning this game.
Face-off won by Zizek. Zizek, he tries to look across, no one there. Bunn said that is going to be given to Bunka. Opportunity here. Oh, and a golden opportunity for Oswego, as that was Gillespie. That shot was just wide left, and here comes Carleton mid-ice. He's going to swing it around. Battle for puck right now, and that's going to be won by Annucci, but stolen away by Carleton. He gives it a shot, but that's going to be well defended by Brian Bunka. Now battle for puck right now. Zizek skating down the ice. No icing is called. Instead, Gillespie trying to make a move, as there's a lot of contact there, as Carleton is able to get it out of their zone, but Antonucci's going to get a little bit of that puck, and now Tyler Curry has it in Oswego zone as they are going to reset. Pissarro comes in, but now Oswego with the puck, moving forward. He's going to give it to Aaron Spang. He's got a lot of room on the left side. He's going to reset instead. He's going to give this one to Pissarro. Pissarro, a lot of contact there. Right by him is Broman. He's going to give it right back to Pissarro. Broman, the spin. Right side, Pissarro. Can't really do much there. A little too much sauce there. This is a little bit of Broman. Connor Murphy, a little bit of contact there. Good defense there by Carleton as they were able to clear up. 3-on-2 situation here. It's going to be number 2 for Carleton. It's Peyton Francis. He's going to skate down the ice and won't be able to take it. But Curry, he's going to slip and fall as he falls on the ice, but instead it's going to be taken by Devin Campbell, and he's able to clear it out of Oswego zone. And that pass is going to be just a little too much to Molinaro. And a good decision by Connor Murphy to cover it up with 14:29 left.
And you know what? We're seeing him on the bench right now, and although he hasn't scored or assisted on the ice, they definitely missed the offensive contributions from Michael Gillespie. He is all over in the offensive zone for the Oswego State Lakers, and he is putting a lot of good chances together, even if they're not shots or assists of his own.
Face-off won by Carleton. That was Keenan Reynolds who was down the ice taking that face-off. Now he's going to swing over to the left side. That pass is just a little too much for Henry Annabek, and icing is called.
Big opportunity here for the Lakers as they are going back into Carleton territory. I think that they really need to get something going here.
Yeah, it looks like in this second period, Carleton has been a little bit sloppy with the passing as we've seen in the first period. So let's see if that's going to cost them later on in this period. This face-off is taken by Oswego, and they're in Carleton zones. Molinaro, he's battled for puck right now. That is between him and Brett Thorne. Won by Carleton as this passes over to Molinaro. To Nanadal, he's going to give it to Novick. Now just back and forth, just fighting for the puck. Instead, Carleton is going to reset. Bad pass there, but instead they're going to go with a change as Denye is going to be able to come in. Long pass to Molinaro. They can't really correlate with one another, but instead it's going to be taken away with Carleton. Carleton with skating fast ice. That's going to be deflected off of 15, and icing is called once again.
One thing that I noticed, Jake, is that Carleton has done a beautiful job of cutting off the passing lanes that the Lakers have tried to look for to create offensive chances.
Yeah, absolutely. Too many icings, giving Oswego a ton of opportunities in Carleton zone. And if this keeps up, it's eventually going to cost them. But got to give Carleton a lot of credit for sticking tough right now, as Christopher Braun, he's going to swing it over to Carleton zone. A big hit by Josh LeBlanc, man oh man. But Pelnick, he's going to send a shot over, and a glove save by Connor Murphy.
And it's looking very good. If they're playing this solid Carleton team like this, then when they host Cortland this Friday at 7 p.m., that it just seems like that they're just going to walk all over them unless they play down to their level. Because this Carleton side is much better than what we saw from Cortland last year.
Oh, yeah, that is for sure. as Ryan Bucket, he's going to take that face-off. Looks like an offside was going to be called, but instead there wasn't. Balfour talked about between Broman. He loses it as he was able to get the first goal, but Antonucci, he's going to sling that pass over to Tanner Spink. Tanner Spink to Broman out of that second line. Antonucci, that pass is going to be intercepted by Zach Topker. Topker making a move, gives that pass to Mosley, excuse me, but Antonucci is able to steal it, and Oswego is able to get it out of their zone. As Passero, he tried to give that pass to Broman, but it was well deflected by Carlton. Carlton is going to be making the change. Antonucci, he's going to sling that pass over to Bunka. Bunka has time to give it back to Antonucci, and now Carlton with a lot of pressure. Passero not able to get a piece of it, and that's going to be Novak. No icing is called. Golden opportunity, couldn't go with the backhand pass, and he couldn't really get that one going. Instead, that's going to be taken by Carlton. Carlton has some numbers. He's going to give it a shot. That shot is wide left, as Hansen didn't really have to make a move on that. Another quick shot, redirected off a defender. That's going to be taken by Brunn. Brunn gives it over to number 19. There's Molinaro. Molinaro skating the ice. He has Mitch Emerson on the left side. Mitch Emerson goes with the wrister. That's going to be saved by Connor Murphy. Battle for puck right now. It's going to be Emerson. Emerson trying to make some moves here. Emerson still has it. He's going to give it to Sullivan. Sullivan is going to pass it right back to Emerson, as there's a lot of contact behind the goal, but that he's able to give it to Devin Campbell. Devin Campbell to Sullivan. Miscommunication there, and it looks like that puck went out of play.
And here we go. This is going to be a very big test for Oswego, and also give credit to Coach Gosick where credit is due. Coach Gosick is able to put out at least one or two solid players on each line that gives Carlton issues every single time they step on the ice. So out of all of those four lines, you're looking at least one or two players.
Yeah, and it's good. And right here, a golden opportunity for Oswego, as Brett Thorne for Carlton is sitting in the penalty box, as a
They're
2-minute call for holding. Opportunity here. Here's Brown. Brown, he's going to slim it over to Novik. Novik trying to make a move, sends it back to Brown instead. Good smart play by Novik. Novik slings it across. Gillespie gives it a wrister. That's saved by Connor Murphy. Zizek has the puck back. He's going to reset. He's going to give it to Novik. Novik to Gillespie. He's going to sling it over. Trying to find Zizek there with a one-timer instead.
Look at the puck movement from Oswego here.
Gillespie. Emerson, and that side is off the post. Oswego is able to reset, and they're attacking in their zone. Novik giving it to Gillespie. He's going to go with the one-timer. That's going to be a wide right, and Zach Tupker is able to clear it out. Big penalty kill there with just 1:10 left to go in the power play for Oswego.
This is a crucial power play for the Lakers, so they have to convert because they are 0 for 4 so far in the power plays today, and 1 for 13 in the past 2 weeks here, so not looking good for the Lakers on the power play.
Travis Broman, he's going to reset. He's going to send this pass out to Hufnagel as the Lakers are resetting. 45 seconds left to go in the power play. 10-15 left to go in the period. This pass is sent over to Broman. He's the one that scored the Laker goal early in the first period. He gives it to Panero. Broman gives it a wrister. And a goal! Oh, baby! It is Joseph Molinaro, and Oswego State ties the game up at 2 with a power play goal.
And that's the depth that I was talking about, Jake. Joseph Molinaro is on the third line for the Lakers, and he's able to net a goal away. Normally you don't see that from third and fourth line guys, but constant pressure from Gosick and the Lakers, and his substitutions are looking genius so far as they net another goal to knot it up at 2 apiece.
And you knew it was coming because Oswego just kept attacking in their zone. That shot off the post means, oh man, they are coming. And now it is tied up at 2. Puck is now in controlled by Oswego. That is passed out to Tanner Spink. Left side, he's got a lot of room. Good defense there. That by Talwin, good defense there. Tanner Spink still has it good, being very aggressive in this period. Tanner Spink tries to go with the wraparound. Now much there, and it's a goal for Tanner Spink.
Just like that.
Next thing you know, it is 3-2 Oswego.
Tanner Spink, that's now his third goal of the preseason. Joseph Molinaro, second goal of the preseason. Back to back like Drake going at Meek Mill. Wow, and just like that, you see Oswego trailing, and now they're up 3-2 over the Carlton Place Canadians.
Tanner Spink, his third goal in the two exhibitions right now. The sophomore, 5'10", 175 pounds from Williamstown, Ontario. Man, he is very effective at the second line, James.
Tanner Spink is actually making a case to even start for the Lakers now. I mean, this is ridiculous. Tanner Spink is playing out of his mind. The sophomore, might I add, as well.
Yes, absolutely.
And look at this, they're on another one.
Here we go. Opportunity here. And that shot is way high. As Connor Murphy didn't really have to try much there, but that puck is controlled in the middle of the zone. That is number 10. That is Jackson Sarah. He's going to get the pass over to Oswego zone. It looks like Devin Campbell is going to be able to control it. And into Curry.
The Lakers fans are loving it right now. They're getting into it.
Shot high from number 20 of Carlton, as really didn't have to do much there by Cedric Hansen. But instead, Carlton attacking in their zone. Good glove save there by Hoffley, and then Carlton is going to have to reset. That puck is given out. No icing is called. 15 for Carlton, was able to get to right behind it.
And like we were talking about earlier, this might be the fatigue that you might see Carlton start to get because Oswego keeps bringing that constant pressure within those four lines of offense.
Thor gives it a wrister, and that's going to be saved by Hansen. Another wrister here. Hansen has it. Instead, he's going to save it with a stick. Check it out. I don't know why he covered that, but instead he's going to poke it out. And instead, Oswego is able to get it out of their zone. Man, oh man, that was a very risky play by Cedric Hansen.
But very good reactions as it fell out of the glove, and he was able to hit it away with the stick just before the Carlton offense was going to get to the puck.
Allen, he's going to give it a little shot. That is shot wide right. As Palnick has it for Oswego, as they're able to reset. 7:40 left to go in the second period. Palnick moving it up to neutral zone. Palnick tries to make a move. Instead, that's going to be to number 91 for Oswego, and that pass is back to Allen. Allen to Palnick. Palnick can't really get much going. Here comes Carlton attacking the neutral zone. He's going to give it a shot, and it's saved by Cedric Hansen.
And 91, Tyson Kirby, again, one of the many guys that Gosek can bring on. One of 9 freshmen as well. Gosek, I keep talking about it, but Gosek just has all of the depth in the world to take over the SUNYAC conference.
Yeah, and for Carlton, they are really feeling it right now as they have been attacking that last. That's going to be another save for Carlton. Another wrist shot by Mosley. Good opportunity for Carlton, but instead, Hansen is able to secure it with the glove.
If I'm David Richey, I'm a little nervous. Cedric Hansen looks really good today.
He does. He really does, as he struggled in the last outing as he gave up 2 goals against Nazareth. Good defense by 91 by Kirby. And that passes into the Lakers zone. That's going to be taken away by Ryan Bunka. Ryan Bunka, he's going to give that to Kirby. Kirby, let's see what Sullivan can. Brazil, he's going to go around the ice. He's got Brown. Brown is going to give it a one-timer, and that's going to be wide left. Battle for puck right now, and Connor Murphy is able to secure it.
I think that the Lakers were starting to understand that after the first period, they weren't just going to get pushed around by this Carlton side. You know, Carlton brought the physicality, and they were like, Oswego, how are you going to respond to how we're treating you on your own boards right now, on home ice? Oswego's done a great job of responding to the physicality and the pace of play from the Carlton Place Canadians.
Absolutely. Keep in mind, James, this Carlton team, these are a bunch of 16 and 18-year-olds this Oswego team is facing. So hats off to Carlton for being very aggressive against these Oswego players that are ages 18 to 22. Man, oh man. Here's Christopher Braun. He's going to send that pass out to Zizek, but instead, both players where the puck was there, but instead Carlton's able to clear it out. But instead, Brown has it. Brown gives it to Zizek. Zizek makes a brilliant move. Zizek tried to get that pass over to Chris Braun, but instead that was cleared away by Carleton. Brown is able to push it back over to Carleton as Connor Murphy. He's going to be giving this one to Thorne. Thorne middle ice, stolen by Novik, excuse me. He's going to give it to Zyzek. Zyzek, he has Gillespie, and offsides is called.
And I'll tell you what, we haven't seen a lot of offsides or icing calls going against the Lakers. The Lakers are doing a really solid job of keeping it in the zone and not violating, getting offsides and getting those.
And if you're Carleton, you caught a really big break there because there was a 3-on-2 situation there for the Lakers. And that could have been a golden opportunity for them to go up by 2. But very fortunate for Carleton as they have it in Oswego zone right now, but that's going to be taken away.
Good shield off from Carter Allen in the corner.
Absolutely, as that is Farabee. He's going to be giving this pass out to number 4 as he secures it at ice. That is Townend. Townend still has it. Townend, that's going to be intercepted. Good defense there by Oswego. That was number 20, Max Novik, being very aggressive. Novik has it. Novik giving it to Farabee. Farabee dumps it off. Carleton defender was right there. And we have a stoppage.
Jake, tell me if I'm wrong, and this might be a little too premature, but this might be one of the best preseason games in terms of crowd and play that we've ever seen on this ice.
Oh, absolutely. Honestly, I didn't expect that there were going to be a lot of people, but, you know, it's Parents Weekend here at the Murano Campus Center, and a lot of big turnout here. So very surprising in my opinion, but instead, let's get back to the action. This is battle for puck right now, and Scorpio is going to dump it out to the Carleton zone. And it looks like Bruce trying to give it to Scorpio. Scorpio trying to make a move, but instead it's going to be Bruce. Bruce giving it to Scorpio. Battle for puck right now. It's going to be taken away by Scorpio. He still has it. Now is right behind, and now it's cleared out of the zone by Carleton. Here is a 2-on-1 situation. It is number 14. He's going to give it a shot. That's going to be wide right. And instead, going to be cleared away out of their zone. Bad pass there, a little bit of miscommunication. Now it's going to be secured by Devin Campbell. Just over 4 minutes left to go in the second period. Campbell to Kirby. Kirby trying to get something going here. DeRazio in the near side. Kirby back to DeRazio. DeRazio, he's going to reset. That's going to be to Nuccio. It's going to be shot wide right. DeRazio giving it to, looks like it's Scorpio for Oswego, but instead DeRazio still has it. Battle for puck. Kirkby can't really do much there. He was about to come in, but it's going to be cleared out by Carleton. Carleton, opportunity here as they're attacking the Oswego zone now, but that's going to be taken away by Kirby. Good defense by them. Kirby double teamed, trying to get that puck out. Kirby, he's going to give it to DeRazio. Good pass by them. DeRazio sends it up the neutral ice. DeRazio, he had Antonucci on the left side, but he's just going to dump it into the Carleton zone. Instead, that's going to be taken away. Good defense by DeRazio. Turnover there. DeRazio to Bruce. And instead, that's going to be Gillespie. Gillespie to Antonucci. Antonucci trying to make a move. Good job there. Antonucci, instead, he's going to hold it. He's just going to dump the shot over to DeRazio. 2:50 left to go in the second period. That's going to be secured away. Good taken. That pass is going to be secured by Copeland. Zyzek is going to take it right away. Good heads up by play here. 3-on-2 here at 2:40. Zyzek, he's going to send that pass over to Bunka. Zyzek is able to get it back. Zyzek to Gillespie. An opportunity there for Brown, but instead Zyzek still has it. Zyzek moving around, and he's going to be smart. He's going to dump it over to Gillespie. 2:18 left to go in the second period. Gillespie to Braun, and that's going to be saved by Connor Murphy.
Easy glove work for Murphy there. One thing that I'm noticing is that you are seeing Bunka and Antonucci, both freshman defensemen for the Lakers, a lot of ice time right now. And they are moving up into the offensive third, and they're shooting it. They're not afraid to shoot the puck, which is something that we did not see a lot of from the Lakers last year, and they're doing a very good job of shooting the puck.
Absolutely. That faceoff is going to be taken by Carleton, getting it out of their zone. Good job by them. Carleton is going to able to set. We approach the 2-minute warning here at the Monroe Campus Center. Oswego up 3-2. 2 goals in the middle of the second period, put them up top. Carleton trying to get something going offensively. And instead, that's going to be taken away. And it's going to be Chris Braun. Braun trying to get something going. Oh, there's Pelnick is able to deflect. 2-on-1 opportunity. He's going to send that pass over. A little bit of miscommunication as he tried to send it over to Henry Ennebeck. Couldn't really get much there. One-timer there. That's going to be deflected off of Chris Braun. 1:30 left to go in the Marano Campus Center. Braun to Pelnick. Reynolds had it, was thinking of the one-timer, but instead he was just able to hold it, and it's going to cost him as Oswego's able to reset.
And you know what? This Carleton offense is looking a little bit rattled here after Oswego was able to just respond with 2 straight goals in the succession of less than 3 minutes.
Carleton going with a new line. 1 minute left to go. Scorpio being a little physical, and it looks like that puck was just out of play. Coming up, we got the second intermission report. Joining Pat Machado, Mike Morano, and Matt Walling, they have your second period stats and highlights. Going into that one, that second intermission report is coming up. Back to the ice right now. Carleton attacking in the Oswego zone right now. That is Mosley, but instead it's going to be Braun. He's going to send that pass over to Allen. As Allen still has it, but then it's going to be given to Novik. Now it's going to be Zach Tupker. He's going to take a shot. Good block by Bruce. 35 seconds left to go in the period. He's going to give that pass to the neutral zone. They're reset. He gives it to Thorne. Thorne, he gives it a one-timer. That was going to be saved. It looked like it was off of Tupker, but they were able to get it out. Here comes Oswego. Now it's Horn. Horn gives that pass over. And it's going to be deflected off of Carleton. And let's see if Oswego can get anything going as it's in their own zone. And instead, they're going to go with the change, and Carleton is going to hold it to end the period here at the Marano Campus Center. And the Oswego State Lakers go.
I'll tell you what.
Scoring 2 unanswered. They're looking really good in the second period.
And just like the Nazareth game,
yes,
they actually conceded 2 first period goals, and then in the second period, they didn't concede any. So let's see what happens in the third period.
Yeah, Connor Murphy, some unfortunate plays for him, giving up 2 goals right off the bat. Oswego, they now lead it 3-2. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. You are watching WTOP 10.
And Hockey Night in Oswego. TOP, your television.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro, my girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
This new dad is picturing a tree house in the sky, but he's ignoring the instructions. Good luck, big guy. His kids know that he's building without a clue. Never been so good with nails and glue. Now we're trapped inside a box. I hope mom knows what to do. Mom! See, you don't have to be perfect to be the perfect parent.
Thousands of siblings in foster care will take you just as you are.
Hey, it's Ava, and this is Tess from Do Your Selfie, where we recreate the hottest looks from today's biggest music videos.
After cleaning out our closet, we have a lot of clothes we don't wear anymore.
Like this old pile of t-shirts.
It's not garbage, it's actually a new rug.
And to make it, all you need to do is cut, tie, and glue.
Cut the t-shirt into strips.
Tie the strips into knots.
And glue the knots to the bath mat. I love it. Give your garbage another life.
And recycle.
I don't know how that goal came.
And welcome back to Hockey Night in Oswego for the second intermission report here on WTOP 10. Oswego equalized and then came up by 1. They lead the Carlelon Place Canadians by a score of 3-2. The Oswego power play finally struck for the equalizing goal from Joey Molinaro. Again, Travis Broman got a point. That's his second point on the night. Take us through that goal.
Yeah, well, it was a really good goal. You saw him standing in the slot towards the top circle and gets the pass and just rips a shot. And really, on that power play, Oswego did a really good job getting shots on net and getting them from the point and getting it through the Canadians' penalty killers. So they did a good job adjusting in the first intermission.
Yeah, for as bad as their stats are power play, it all just comes down to basics, to just getting the shot on net. They have to forget about everything else and what their past, power play history is. And you saw it there, Molinaro and Broman, that they were able just to make the play and find the back of the net, and they're just going to have to continue to put shots on net and trust other teammates too.
So while we wait for the replay of that goal, what did you see on the power play that was different than the first period?
I think they just were able to open up the passing lanes and shooting lanes, and they got shots on net. I think you were keeping a tally. They got 2 or 3 on that power play. Here as we see the goal, and decent rebound control by the goaltender, but kicked it out right to Molinaro in perfect position to accept the puck and get the one-timer.
Yeah, the goalie did not give too many, space to give that up, and it just happened, really good accuracy there. But like you said before, they just got to keep passing the puck around and make plays for themselves here, as with the power plays.
And that's a tough goal to give up if you're the Canadians goaltender, because you mentioned the rebound control from him. It was pretty good, and it went off of his shoulder and went into the net. Now we're going to take a look at our sideline reporter. He has a report for us.
Hey, what's up, guys? Total dominant period by the Oswego Lakers. The rushes were really good, and I'd like to note the goaltending by Henson was optimal. There's still 19 shots to 6 in the Oswego Lakers' favor. It feels like a completely different game than the first period. Oswego has taken the momentum that I was talking about from the first period and totally have been dominating this game from back to front. It's been a really good effort for the shots on goal, and it's been a really, really good time. Back to you guys up at the perch.
Well, thank you, John. Just 30 seconds after the Oswego power play goal, we see another goal by Tanner Spink. 3 goals in 2 games.
Yeah, and just really, Oswego State came out motoring after that first goal. They were all over the place, and Spink, the one thing that I thought was so impressive on this goal was the IQ and the patience to wait off the wraparound, square himself up to the shot, or to the goaltender, and rip a shot past him. And the fact they didn't really struggle and impatiently kind of whack the puck in using the backhand just showed a lot of poise and patience on his part.
Yeah, and I think that goal was very important for the Lakers. I think that was a complete momentum shift going in now, because now, as you saw after that goal and throughout that whole period, it just seemed to be all Lakers. The crowd was in it. The players played tough the whole entire time. It seemed like the Canadians ended up, softening up a bit, as the Lakers did not. And you saw, great patience there, by Malario, keeping it, like you said, you got to put shots on net, but sometimes the smarter plays are the better plays. So great job by the Lakers there.
Now, before we take a look at Spink's goal, let's take a look at the stats through 2 periods.
Yeah, again, you see the Lakers really just dominating the shot category, and Carlelon Place only 5 block shots. I'd really expect a lot more out of them, just the way that they play, getting in the shooting lanes. And, they played really impressive defensively, but I think Oswego State's just the forecheck, the relentlessness of the team's offense. All 4 lines can score, and it really showed this period, generating that many shots.
Yeah, with the 40 shots on net, that is absolutely remarkable compared to the 13 shots we see here. So the Lakers have to honestly keep that up and keep the momentum, obviously, that they have right now. And Cedric Hant's doing a great job, too, blocking those shots. You saw him, get more time on the ice. It seemed like he was, fitting in nicely.
Now, there is a bit of a discrepancy between the number of shots on the scoreboard and what live stats is telling us. But one thing for sure, Oswego was out shooting the Canadians. Let's take a look at Spink's goal.
And again, you see right here, he takes time, gets the rebound, squares himself to it. The patience to be surrounded by 2 and then 4 guys from the back to then take the shot and have the poise to wait it out and make the goalie make the first move was so impressive by Spink. And this is why he's so talented and has put up 3 goals in, what, 5 exhibition periods?
Yeah, and as you said, the patience that also is, puck handling was great during that, getting it through, making sure no defenders even touched that puck. And that was great to find the back of the net for him.
Lakers found their feet after a relatively flat first period, and the Carlelon Place Canadians sort of lost it. What do they need to do to get back in this game now that Oswego controls?
I think they have to go back to basics, really get in the passing lanes and make trouble for this Oswego State offense, because in that second period, they really did whatever they wanted with ease. Carlelon Place really wasn't putting up a fight in their own end, and Carlelon Place just needs to be smarter, getting it out of the zone. Keep it simple, chip the puck out of the zone rather than just trying to carry and do too much with it.
Yeah, keep it simple, back to basics. Also, keep up your toughness mentality. As they came out with in the beginning of the game, you saw it was really affecting them and the Lakers once you kept, being tough and being contact. So I would say, bring up the toughness a little bit, play harder, and just, keep the pressure on the Lakers to make mistakes.
The former Carlelon Place Canadian, number 28, Travis Broman, has 2 points on the night. What do you make of his play?
I think he's played really well. You obviously saw him get the first goal. He's been really noticeable out there, obviously with the 2 points, and just really smart passing to get it over to Molinaro on the power play goal.
Yeah, with 2 points in that goal early in the game, as a freshman, that's really big for you to show your worth quick. And then, if he showed in these exhibition games that he could be a big asset for this team looking forward in the season.
Any other player that stands out to you on Oswego?
I think just in the couple of shifts that Carlelon Place really dominated after that Spink goal, you saw Cedric Hansen stand tall, making 2, 3, even 4 saves, flashing the leather on one of those, caused a bit of a rise from the crowd. He really kept the Lakers in this game, because there could have been a goal from Carlelon Place after the Spink goal, and that would have just completely deflated the crowd.
Yeah, and as you said, they only had Canadians didn't really have that many shots on net first period. So as you saw him get more shots on, you saw how he could play under pressure, and it seems like he plays better when the pressure's on him. So it's really good to have him there when your main goalie is out.
Midway through the second period, the Lakers did change up their lines a little bit, and more than likely, we'll see Steven Kozakowski in net starting for the third period. We'll talk more about those line combinations and the play of Steven Kozakowski on the other side of the break. You're watching the second intermission report on Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right, despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh,
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
And welcome back to the second intermission report here on Hockey Night in Oswego. Just a quick update on the women's game again. Erin Stewart scored her second goal of the night, and Sarah Cruz knocked a tally as well to extend the lead for the Oswego State Lakers 6-1 over King's College. Now, before the break, we briefly mentioned the new line combinations. One thing that's interesting, again, with the new rules put in by the NCAA Rules Committee, teams now have the option to add a 13th forward or a 7th defenseman. And Coach Gosick is going to go with that 13th forward. He's going to use Mitch Emerson as that rotating forward. How do you think Coach Gosick is going to utilize him, and what line is he going to put him in?
You know, I think just in general, it allows the coach to have a penalty specialist or a PK or power play specialist, a guy that maybe isn't the best in one end, but really dominant in the other. And right now for Emerson, I don't think he's going to get too much of a look because you know what Mitch Emerson is. This is an exhibition game, and you want to see what you have out of guys like Tyson Kirkby, like Robert Clare, and maybe even Joey Scorpio, who really didn't do too much last year in his sophomore campaign.
Yeah, like you said, you can add more plays to it now, which is good because now you can see a lot more people that you can come in now and see what they can do. So, you know, adding another player, you know, is probably a good call there for him.
Now, Steven Kozakowski will more than likely enter the game this third period. How do you think he's going to fare, considering that he's not going to be able to get any kind of warm-up at all?
You know, I think he's not a pro, obviously, but he's been a hockey player for so long, a goalie for so long. He's used to it. He's going to come in, probably play pretty strong. And you saw him in the game a week ago against Nazareth. He was very strong in net, very confident, and didn't face too many shots, which is kind of unusual for him.
Yeah, that's the problem. You don't face too many shots. It's hard to stay loose and all that when you're not getting too many shots on goal. That's what we saw with Hansen. When he started getting more shots on goal, he started getting more comfortable with it. You know, Kozakowski, he's better. He faced a lot of shots before being coming on the Lakers, so you know it's gonna be interesting to see. But as you said, he's confident, and that's all you need to be. You know, and I think he's gonna have a very good period.
Quick final thoughts before the third period?
I'd like to see the defense step up and play a really good game. The offense has proven to me that they can do it. I want to see the defense play a really strong third.
Yeah, you need a defense to shut it out, and also just keep playing tough. You know, you got the crowd on your side. The momentum's there. You had a complete momentum shift. You can't slow it down and gas out now. They just got to finish strong, and they can win this game.
And that will do it for us up on the perch. Join us after the game for the post-game report. After the break, we send it back to James and Jake here on Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10.
Everybody can make something, because I think everyone has a spark of creativity, and the reason that I have to keep making is because I don't think my life would be as fulfilling without it. If you make things yourself, that means you're not cowering in fear. You're out there taking chances. That, I think, is my way of saying I love you to the world. All right, now I want to hear why you make.
Share your own Why I Make story today. Visit whyimake.org.
Of all the things you've done with your bike, donating it to Goodwill may be the most incredible of all. Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
I wouldn't use this one.
He helps me with my decision making.
Never.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, no. And then she was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, what?
Ryan just texted me.
Oh my god, what did he say?
Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill, that's like so last year. It's all about WTOP movies on demand and chill.
You are so right.
Yo, bro, what's wrong?
Yo, bro, my girl left me, bro.
But why?
Because I don't watch WTOP 10 movies on demand.
a score of 3-2. Jake Vanderbrook alongside James Catano. Man, oh man, we got a very interesting period in this one as we got Kozakowski, the freshman out of Liverpool.
Yes,
he's going to be some action at the net.
Kozakowski. He's the man. I've been waiting for him. I've been waiting for Kozakowski to touch the ice. The freshman from Liverpool, the 6'3" freshman from Liverpool. I've been telling Vanderbrook all pre-game that I think this man is going to make a statement in net.
Yeah, let's see how he does. The 6'3" from Liverpool, and Connor Murphy is still in the net for Carleton as we are about to get things going here in the third period.
Tell you what though, Jake.
What should we expect?
I mean, a lot more Oswego domination. They're not laying off. They've just amped the pressure up each period, and Carleton doesn't know how to respond to it. They're out shooting them by over 20 shots. Like, this is getting ridiculous now. And the score does not reflect how the game has been played for these Lakers right now, because they're just dominating on the stat sheet over the Carlelon Place Canadians.
Was controlled by Oswego, and now it's in their end, cleared away by Carleton. It is Gillespie. He's going to give that pass over to Oswego as Campbell is going to send it over to Curry. Curry looking for options. He's going to just sling it over the left side to Campbell. Campbell to Farabee. Then it's Isaac racing down the ends. Isaac still controls it. It's Isaac trying to make a move, but then he's going to sling it over to Gillespie. Gillespie, he's going to reset, and he's going to give it over. And he's got a wrister opportunity, but instead that's going to be well defended. Novick, he's going to give it back to Gillespie. He's been making a lot of moves, but that's going to be taken away by Carleton as he loses his footing. Farabee, left side, right side. He's going to give it a shot high, controlled by Oswego in their own zone. And it looks like it's going to be MacArthur. He's going to be racing around the end, and that's going to be Gagnon, who's going to be able to clear it for Carleton. Back and forth we go. Murphy controlling it. Both teams are resetting the lines. That's going to be given to number 6. It's David Poirier. Poirier neutralized battle for puck right now, and it's going to be taken away by Fletcher. Fletcher still trying to control it, and offsides is called.
And that's what I've been talking about right before the third period began. Oswego just looks like they are all over Carleton right now. Every time Carleton gets it in their own defensive end, they clear it and they try to do something with it, but you see the defense just cutting the passing lanes, which is what Carleton was doing in the first period. Now Carleton has to adjust. What are they going to do to make sure that Oswego doesn't score another goal?
Thomas Horn's going to lose that face-off as it's controlled by Carleton, resetting for the Canadians. That's going to be number 18. Instead, he's going to give a little bit of give and go. 18, that is Jacob Cuffley. Cuffley has it back. Now it's Scorpio. Scorpio now has it for Oswego. Let's see what he's going to do with this. Nice move. Here he goes with a backhand! And it's a goal for Oswego as they now take a 4-2 lead at the Murano Campus Center.
Wow. I mean, what a great goal by Bruce. You know, that was a beautiful, beautiful tweak. A deke in between the legs, and then he backhands it into the bottom right corner. Beautiful goal. You see him on the celebration there going into the fans, and they absolutely love it.
Yep, taking a look at that replay as he was able to find the back of the net. Oswego now up by a score of 4-2. And now here we go, attacking the Carleton zone again. And now the fans are really at it.
These fans are ruthless, Jay.
Yes, they are. As Kirkby has it, as they're saying to Connor Murphy, it is all his fault once again. Carleton now has it out of their zone. It's going to be given. Palaniuk racing for it. He is able to clear it out to neutralize. Here comes Scorpio. Scorpio has Kirby on the middle. Kirby, what's he going to do? He's going to give it to Kirby, but then an opportunity for Robert Clerk, and he missed the one-timer. But now here comes a 3-on-2 for Carleton. He gets it deep down in the zone. That's going to be 15. That is going to be John Copeland. John Copeland tries to make a move, but Christopher Braun is going to be able to intercept that pass. But Copeland, now they're going to reset. Miscommunication by Andy. He's going to give it a shot wide left, but now here's going to be Clerk. And Antonier, he is going to reset for Carleton. Carleton giving it to one of the twins. It's Ben Tupker. Tupker racing down on the end, excuse me. And that's going to be given to Brown. And now Brown races it. Battle for the puck right now is between Clerk and Brown. Controlled by Carlton. Carlton, now they're just going to switch it over to the left side. Now going to be Sizek in the middle of the action there. Sizek giving it to Pelnick. Turnover there. Opportunity for Carlton. Couldn't really get much there. Now it's Gillespie. Gillespie to Brown. Brown making a move right back to Gillespie. Gillespie to Brown, but it's going to be saved by Connor Murphy. Cleared away by Carlton. Good defense there, but good opportunity for the Oswego State Lakers.
Yeah, beautiful play there. Working it all the way from the back to the front, and Brown and Gillespie were just working off each other. The 1-2 pass and teamwork makes the dream work, and Gillespie just barely missed that opportunity.
Michael McCarver gives it to Fairby. Antonucci, he's going to give it back to Arthur. 3-on-2 opportunity, but that's going to be controlled by Zach Tupker. Fletcher now has it. Fletcher's going to give it a one-timer, saved by Connor Murphy. A live puck now. Now it's going to be set. Wrister there by saved by Murphy. Once again, Carlton able to clear it out of their zone as they hit neutral ice. Good defensive play by Antonucci. Antonucci gives it to Fletcher. Fletcher has room. What's he going to do? He's going to give it a wrister. That's going to be saved by Connor Murphy. Good rebound there. Fletcher able to get it back to Oswego for them to reset once again. Fletcher going to make a move on the skater. A little bit of miscommunication there as Jesse Fairby tried giving it a go but couldn't really get enough of the puck. But instead, that's going to be number 4 for Oswego. Antonucci, he's going to give that pass over. Fletcher has options. Excuse me, that was Campbell. Curry going to give it to Horn. Horn comes into the game now. Horn trying to make a move. Now he's going to go behind the ice. Horn to Fletcher. Fletcher, is he able to give it to Campbell? And now it's cleared away by Carlton. Good defensive play there by Ryland Mosley. But now here's Curry. Curry, here he comes. Curry has some options, but instead he's going to take it himself. And Bruce couldn't really get enough of the puck. But instead it's going to be reset. Bruce now has it. Bruce, instead he's going to go to the right side, and that's going to be Scorpio. Scorpio has options, but now he gives it a wrister, and it's saved. A rebound opportunity once again, and that's going to be saved by Connor Murphy.
Man, Connor Murphy is a busy man tonight. 29 saves on the day for Mr. Murphy, and he's looked spectacular. I know that the fans, the ruthless Oswego Laker fans, are saying it's all your fault, but anything but Connor Murphy is put on a display here today.
Yeah, absolutely. And give a lot of credit to Oswego as Clerk is able to get a shot up, but that's going to be wide left, taken by Allen. Allen the Clerk. Now it's going to be taken by DeRazio. But now Clerk has it. Now it's going to be taken away by Peyton Francis. Peyton Francis able to get it out of their zone as he hits neutral ice. Neutral ice here comes up to Haramic, but there's a stoppage due to an offside.
And Carlton really just hasn't had an answer for the Lakers ever since the start of the second period. The Lakers have just done a better job of rotating the lines in and out, keeping fresh legs on the ice here in the Marano Campus Center, and they've just been all over Carlton.
Yeah, absolutely. Michael Mularfer, he's going to be taking the face-off now. It's going to be him and Peyton Francis for Carlton as he's going to be giving out the Townsend. Townsend, he's going to be giving hit neutral ice. Now it's going to be Novick. He's going to skate around the net. Novick feeling some pressure. Good defense by Carlton. Now Townsend, he's going to sling it over to number 6. That is David Poirier. To Gagnon. Now it's going to be taken away by Kozakowski. Freshman out of Liverpool. Now he's going to give it to Fairby. Fairby, that pass is going to be intercepted by number 10. That is Jackson Street. Now Fletcher has it in their own zone. Now it's another battle for puck taken away by Annebeck. Annebeck has a lot of room on that right side. Annebeck, he's going to give it a shot, but a good glove save by the freshman, Kozakowski.
And you know, what I talked about before the game, one of the keys I talked about before the game was, is Carlton going to be able to come into the Marano Campus Center, absorb the atmosphere, and be able to play off of it composed and collected and play a solid hockey game? The answer to that is no, as the game has gone on. The 13-5 Canadians, who were 53-9 last year, 53-9, those are some Golden State Warriors numbers. They're not able to kind of absorb this atmosphere of the crowd, and Oswego is taking advantage of these awesome fans today.
Absolutely. Bruce is going to win the face-off, but now battle for puck right now is between Pelnick. He's going to give that pass over to, looks like it's going to be Christopher Braun in the middle of it. Battle for the puck once again. They are just all over it. Carlton's going to be able to maintain, but they're going to just dump it off to the other end. But Christopher Braun is going to hustle and get back to there. A lot of contact there between Andene and Scorpio. But Reynolds has over Carlton. Another turnover costly there. Let's see if Oswego can take advantage of the turnover. But instead, it's going to be a glove save by Carlton. And we are getting a little physical.
Like I said, don't be surprised if a fight breaks out. It's getting a little chippy between the two sides. I'm sure Carlton doesn't like the fact that they're down 2 goals. They literally just gave up 4 straight.
Yeah, they really did.
I'd be a little upset too if I was Carlton.
Yeah, absolutely. You have a right to be a little bit physical and not stop. Oswego just attacking as they're going to win another face-off here as Kirkby has it. Antonucci's going to have to kick it with his left foot to save that puck, to keep it in Carlton's zone, Now that pass is going to be delivered over to Henry Ennebeck. And a big hit there by Clark. Now Antonucci has it, but Carlton is able to get it out of their zone. And it's going to be Bunka. Bunka gives it over to Durazio. Instead, that's going to be held by, not held. He's just going to drop it. That was Connor Murphy. And Durazio tried saving it by kicking it with his skate instead. But now Oswego's going to reset. Robert Clerkey's going to give it over to Kirby. Durazio has some room on the left side. Now he's going to hesitate, get back, an opportunity there, and a lot of contact there. And there, oh man, we got a penalty called. And we could definitely tell who was given that penalty. That was number 20 for Carlton. That was Austin Belafueli.
WWE style. That was a body slam at its finest. That deserved a penalty easily.
Yeah, definitely. Wow. As Belafueli is going to be called for roughing there. Could that have been a game misconduct?
I mean, that was pretty dirty. I'm not going to lie. That was a little dirty.
Absolutely, but it's going to be just a 2-minute power play for Oswego. As Isaac has it, he's going to go around the net. He has Gillespie on the right side, but instead he has it. Isaac, he's going to give it a shot. Connor Murphy, beautiful glove save. No, still has it. Gillespie to Novik. Novik gives it a wrister, and it's saved by Connor Murphy.
I'm a little surprised that penalty was only 2 minutes. A little bit, he deliberately body slammed him into the ground.
Yeah, he's playing the wrong sport.
I'm very, very surprised.
Yeah.
Take it to the cage, take it to the ring. Not here on the ice, though.
This is WTOP, not pay-per-view.
Yeah, literally.
Wow, as Novik has it, he's going to send that pass over to Derek Brown. But instead, that's going to be a shot that's just going to be a little wide. Isaac has it for Oswego. Battle for puck right now is Brown. He's going to give it over to the right side is Gillespie. Gillespie has some room. He's just going to give it to Brown. Brown to Novik. He's going to reset. Now to Emerson. Mitch Emerson thinking about taking a shot. Instead, he's going to hold, give it to Derek Brown instead. Derek Brown. He's going to give it a wrister, but that was good defense there by Carlton. That was number 27, Cameron Patton. Now here's Derek Brown. Derek Brown trying to make a move here. Brown to Zizek. Zizek to Gillespie. Now it's to Novik. He gives it a one-timer. That's going to be deflected off a defender there for Carlton. That was Peyton Francis. Now battle for puck, but there's Emerson. Gillespie is in the mix. Patton for Carlton. And it's going to be taken away by Oswego as Gillespie has it. 35 seconds left to go in the power play. Gillespie to Novik. Novik to Derek Brown. He has some room, but he's going to give it to Gillespie. And a save by Connor Murphy.
Brilliant save from Murphy there.
Still attacking the zone. Can Carlton get it out of their zone? No, as Gillespie has it. 19 seconds left to go in the power play. Carlton trying to get the puck away as they can't really clear it out, but they're hanging strong defensively. Mitch Emerson couldn't get the puck, and that's going to be cleared away by Carlton. Man, oh man, what a big penalty kill for them.
Yeah, and I almost kind of feel like the Lakers aren't getting punished enough for the lack of production on the power play. They're just not playing well on the power play whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely. They're just really more of skating around, but here's a pass to McArthur on the right side. McArthur holds, shoots. That's going to be saved by Connor Murphy. A golden opportunity by Marbley as he wasn't able to get the rebound. Instead, it's going to be cleared by Carlton. That is going to be number 14. That is Ben Tucker as he was able to get it out of their zone. Well done by him. Now the pass over to Oswego. Attacking the zone once again is Fletcher. He gives it a shot. It went off deflected off the stick of Connor Murphy. But instead it's going to be taken away by Ben Tucker. Ben Tucker takes it, wheels it into the zone. That's going to be for Mosley. Not much there to go on. And it's going to be Ben Tucker. But instead, 20 has it. He's going to give it a shot. That is just way wide. But Carleton still has it in their zone. Good defense there by Oswego, as that was Jesse Fairby able to deflect that pass over. But now, Carleton in their zone. 9:15 left to go in regulation. Let's see if Carleton can get anything going offensively. Instead, that pass is going to be taken away by Devin Campbell. Oswego's going to reset. Curry resets. Bad pass there. He's going to turn the puck over, but fortunately he gets it back now. He's going to send it over to Scorpio. Scorpio, next thing you know, he gives it to Bruce. Couldn't really handle it, but instead going to be taken away by Scorpio on the right end. Right end. Can't really much get going as Reynolds was able to take it away. Now Carleton gets it out of their zone. Here's Cherie. Now Reynolds. He's got 1-on-3, can't really do much, but he tried to make a move on the 3 defenders, and man, oh man, he can't really get much going there, as that's going to be taken away. Bruce has some room. 3 defenders here. He's just going to dump the pass over, and there wasn't really much there as Carleton clears it out once again. Into the neutral zone. Here's Street. Here comes a change. Here is Townsend. He's going to be coming into the game. Townsend now has it. Townsend, is he thinking? He gives it a shot. It's a goal for Carleton. And it's going to be Reynolds that's going to be credited for the goal, as that was deflected. And Carleton still in it, as they're only down by 1 now.
I mean, as poor as the goal looked from our perspective, Steven Kazakowski looked like he got shielded from the Oswego defense there. And I'm not being biased. I know that I like Kazakowski, but it looked like the Kazakowski got shielded by his defense, and it just slid into the bottom right corner. 4-3 Lakers. This game is very interesting now.
Absolutely, as that just went through the 5-hole of Kazakowski, but now that's going to be taken away by Kirby. Kirby has a room, and now he's going to go with a wrister, but that's going to be saved by Connor Murphy. Allen can't really make it to the puck, but he's going to deflect it, but instead Townsend is going to deflect it. Opportunity here for Scorpio. He goes with a backhand, but saved by Connor Murphy.
Got to get it off that glove side of Murphy if you want to score. Murphy has been absolutely sensational on his glove side. If you want any hope of scoring on Connor Murphy, you got to put it on the stick side, and
honestly,
they did not do that.
when you saw him going with a breakaway shot, I wouldn't have gone with the backhand there. He had time to get set up for that wrister, but just couldn't.
Tough. You got the adrenaline pumping, and you got to try to put something away.
Right.
It was the first decision that came to mind. Good save by Murphy.
Yeah, absolutely. Good save by Murphy indeed. Now it's going to be controlled by Carleton in their zone. He's just going to dump it off. That is going to be 20 for Oswego. That is Novik. Novik down. Good pass to Kirby. Kirby can't really get going. Gerazio, he gives it a shot. That's just wide. Gillespie is able to hustle down and get the puck, but he's going to drop it off into the zone of Gerazio. Gerazio makes a great move on Atteni. Gerazio gives it. One-timer!
A no-look pass from Gerazio.
As Kirby has it, but instead, Gillespie could not handle the puck in their zone, but now they got to reset. Here comes Zysek. He's sprinting up. On the right side, has a lot of space. Now he's going to go around the left side. Oswego resetting, 6:55 left to go. Here comes the wrister by Gillespie, and that's going to be just a little bit high. Connor Murphy didn't really have much going there to make a save attempt. Novik, he's going to swing that pass over to Ryan Bunka, but instead taken away. Opportunity by Derek Brown. He goes with a backhand, but not really much there. Novik to Zysek. Zysek able to save it, but it's going to be cleared away by Carleton.
Great defense by Novik there.
Absolutely, yeah. Almost a breakaway opportunity for Carleton, but instead, Oswego was able to clear it. Here comes them in the neutral zone. Nothing much there, as he's just going to dump it off. Battle for puck right now, and it's going to be taken by Carleton. He's got 2 players there down on the ice. Carleton able to clear, but instead it's going to be Antonucci. Still in play. It looks like it was going to go out of play for a second. Patton, he's going to give it over. Here comes 75. And that's going to be saved by Kazakowski.
Easy glove work there from Kazakowski. That was straight at him in the chest. That's one that you got to make the play on, and a good play there by the Liverpool freshman.
Yeah, honestly, if I was Patton, I would have kept skating down. I wouldn't have gone with a one-timer right away. Kazakowski was in great position to make that save. Good job by him. as they have a face-off in their own end. Taking that face-off for Carleton is going to be Zach Tupker, number 7. And for Oswego, it looks like it's going to be Bruce, as Horn is going to come out. Face-off won once again by Oswego, being very aggressive with these face-offs. But instead, it's going to be Zach Tupker. He's going to give that pass over to the right side. Nothing much there. Campbell, he's going to put a lot of pressure on Tupker. Tupker still has it. Tupker makes a move. Can't really get the puck, but an opportunity for Townsend, but that's going to be well blocked. Good defense by Oswego. Instead, bad pass by Townsend, a little bit of miscommunication. Here comes Horn. Horn, neutral ice. 1-on-3, can't really do much, so instead he's going to make a little move. Still has the puck, but he's just going to drop it off as we got another line change coming from Oswego. 5:12 left to go in the period. Pelnick, good hustle by Pelnick, but instead Zach Tucker has it, but taken away by Robert Claire. Durazio can't really get much there. And instead it's going to be taken away by Sarrett. Nothing much there, taken away by Kirby. Here comes an opportunity by Claire. Claire tries to make a move, but instead that's going to be good defense by Carleton. That was Cedric Mott making a great play. And we got a lot of contact there. And we got a stoppage. And it's going to be a penalty on Oswego. Durazio is going to be called for the penalty, a 2-minute.
I really think that Kazakowski, it's fair to say, he's not going to be starting week 1 against Portland. So who are you starting week 1 when Richer comes back? Are you starting Hansen or are you starting Richer? Because Hansen had a great outing today.
Man, yeah. It's tough.
Really tough.
It's really tough. I can't really say. Ed Gosick is going to have to make a really difficult decision.
Not just in goaltending, but every single line he's got to reevaluate because nobody's had a bad game today.
And the line that I'm really more focused on is that second line.
Yeah.
As Thorne wins that faceoff opportunity here for Carleton as they have a power play, a chance to nod the game up at 4. And it's going to be cleared away. Fletcher almost had a breakaway chance, but instead it's going to be reset by Carleton.
But like you were saying about that second line, Spink, Pissarro, and Broman, I mean, that's a great second line. He's got a lot to work with there, but we've had a lot of solid contributions from Molinaro and Emerson that they make a case for the second line themselves.
Oh, and it looks like we got a penalty call on Allen, and it's going to be Allen called for the power play. We got post-game coverage coming up. Third intermission report is going to be coming. It's going to be Pat Machado, Mike Morano, and Matt Walling. They're going to be giving you their highlights and analysis on this crazy period. As we still got a game left with 4:03 left to play in regulation. My, oh my, very interesting exhibition game, James.
Carleton has a fantastic chance right now to net it and tie it at 4-4. They got 1:25 playing 5-on-3, and then got another almost half a minute, over a half a minute. They got another 35 seconds to play a 5-on-4.
Yeah, absolutely.
If Carleton doesn't score here, I don't see him doing it for the rest of the game, Jake.
Absolutely, as Oswego right now is taking a timeout, and this is a good timeout by Ed Gosick.
Great timeout. I mean, they really need to regroup here, and Gosick, who has been a wizard in terms of just substituting the lines.
And taking another look here of Allen as he goes with the tripping penalty. Pretty obvious there as a great call by the official, no question about it.
But like I was saying, Gosick needs to rally the troops. He's been doing a great job of substituting the lines 1 through 4 on offense and defense. So let's see what he does here on the 5-on-3. I mean, if he gets out of this without giving up a goal, he looks like a genius.
Wow, yeah, absolutely. 5-on-3, golden opportunity. The next player, Durazio, can come back in. It's 1:25 left to go.
1:25.
This is very crucial. And who knows? We might see an empty net opportunity.
Yeah.
We could see that being a factor as well. And this is a big test for Ed Gosick's defense and the freshman Kazakowski. Let's see what he's really made of.
A lot of pressure on this freshman.
Thorne has the puck as Carleton was able to win the faceoff. He's going to be able to give it to Mott. Mott to Thorne. Thorne has time, gives it over to Hromek. Now
and they're going to pick their shots here, Jake. They're not going to waste them.
Absolutely. Thorne has some time. Thorne gives it over. That's going to be deflected off an Oswego defender. Opportunity, but Kozakowski, good job by him as he is able to cover it. And the crowd is appreciating Kozakowski's effort.
The puck was getting away from Kozakowski. He chased it with the glove right before the Carlelon Place Canadian attacker was able to get to it. Good play there by the freshman from Liverpool.
Peyton Francis going to be taking that face-off for Carleton as we're trying to see who won that face-off. It's going to be controlled by Carleton. Courier is going to be setting it up, gives it to Thorne. Thorne has some time. Good defense by him as he was able to deflect it. Now it's back to Thorne. Thorne gives it over to Matt. Can't really get much going there as they try going one-timer. Back to Thorne. Thorne resets. Now given to Oriole. That's going to be
great save by Kozakowski.
Yeah, as it went off the stick. Thorne gives it to Francis. Francis makes a good move on Campbell, and Campbell is able to clear it, and the crowd is getting electrified here at the Murano Campus Center with 2:50 left to go in regulation.
7 seconds left here in the 5-on-3. It looks like Oswego is going to get this 5-on-4 without giving up a goal. Let's see if they can survive the 5-on-4.
Townsend takes it to neutral ice. DeRazio back in action. Townsend able to hold. Not much there. And it looks like it's going to be cleared away by Oswego once again, but that's going to be caught by 18. That is Jacob Coughley. Coughley gives it over. Has Sarit. Not much there, and it's going to be cleared away by DeRazio, who was in that play penalty for Oswego that just came out. 7 seconds left to go on the power play. They don't really have much time. Now Oswego is returning to full strength. Townsend has it. We approach the 2-minute warning here at the Murano Campus Center. That passes off to Fletcher. Fletcher has it. It was a golden opportunity for them. They can't get to convert. You got to wonder if Carleton is going to have an empty net opportunity, but here's Townsend putting the pressure on his Fletcher. Let's see what they're going to do here. That pass is deflected by Bruce. Now he swings it off to the own zone. Now it's going to be Hamnick. Gives it over to Reynolds. Reynolds is just going to dump it off. Chris Braun is going to be able to get it. Makes a great move. 1:30 left to go here in regulation. Gives that pass over to Fletcher. Now, Zach Tupker, good defensive play by here. Gives it to his brother, Ben the Zach Tupker. Opportunity here by Kozakowski. Is able to save it with 1:18 left to go in regulation.
And they pull Connor Murphy. Carleton pulls Connor Murphy. Great save on the other end from the other goalie, Kozakowski.
Jason Clark decides to pull away Connor Murphy. And now, 1:18 left.
This is it.
Kozakowski, the biggest test of the night here, as he has only played one period here. And that's going to be cleared away.
And it looks like it might go.
Is it going to go in the net? Bound for puck right now. And it's going to be Gillespie, but now it's going to be taken away by 17, Brett Thorne, as the crowd was really getting into it. And a big hit there by Brown. Brown, he now has it, but that's going to be taken away by Zach Tucker. Not much time left for the Canadians. Allen giving it over to Gillespie, trying to get it out of their zone. And now Francis has to reset.
I think they're going to build up for one more attack here, Jake.
40 seconds left to go. That's going to be Allen. Allen holding it as long as possible. He's going to be able to clear it out. Now, empty net opportunity. He holds, and that shot is just wide. Oh, a little bit of hesitation. Couldn't really get it to go. 20 seconds left. Battle for puck right now between Tucker and Everson. A flying broken stick as part of the stick went in the stands. Opportunity for Carleton. They can't get it out of their zone. 10 seconds left. Mosley, one last shift. Mosley to Thorne. Thorne at neutral ice. They can't really get much going. Opportunity. Empty net opportunity. And that's it. Goal!
Mitch Emerson.
Mitch Emerson puts it away. And the Oswego State Lakers widen the lead to 2. And they're going to take home this one 5-3.
5-3. I mean, We got 1.2 seconds left.
There's no way.
It's
there.
that. I know. No way.
I mean, it's like the New York lottery. You never know,
Yeah.
but chances are when you win the lottery, 1 in millions, that they're going to get a shot off.
And you know what? Mitch Everson just won the lottery with that empty net there. He nets that for his second goal of the preseason to put the Lakers up 5-3 and cap off a 5-3 victory over the Carlelon Place Canadians.
Wow, what a game. Kazakowski was put to the test with the 5-on-3 opportunity, and man, oh man, he delivered.
Yes, he
and
did.
Gosick, what a brilliant timeout he took
Yes.
as soon as they were at that 5-on-3, and a huge penalty kill as the Oswego State Lakers win their second exhibition game by a score of 5-3 in the Murano Campus Center.
Coach Gosick, he's got some tough decisions to make. This is not easy. I mean, he's got everybody to work with this year. I mean, he only lost Miss Hurley, and he brings in 9 freshmen. He's got a lot of stuff to work with this year.
And for Carleton, give them a lot of credit. Making this a game in the third period, as Reynolds was able to find the back of the net in the middle of the third period to make this a game, but it's got to be disappointing for them. They had a 5-on-3 chance, couldn't really get anything going. Great job by Ed Gosick for a wonderful defense. But that's it for your final. You are watching WTOP 10 Hockey Night in Oswego.
Hey, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
So good to see you guys.
So, what's up? Oh, we finally bought a place. Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was
it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
And the Oswego State Lakers send students, friends, and family home happy as they take the victory over the Carlelon Place Canadians by a score of 5-3. Quick thoughts on that third period of play?
Really good job by the Lakers, especially on that 5-on-3, to clog the neutral zone, and really Carlelon Place couldn't do much in the latter minutes of that period.
Yeah, great job by Kazakowski to really keep that up there. Late in the game, too, to keep the pressure on him, and he was able to deliver here for the Lakers.
All right, let's quickly break down all of the goals in that third period. First, the Carlelon Place goal off of a deflection. Cade Townsend got that goal.
Yeah, and I think that's a goal that Kazakowski would want back, but it goes through his 5-hole, and really not much he can do on that one.
Yeah, he can't really do much with that one. So, had the view at obstruction of view in front of him too. He couldn't really see much, so he can't really do much about that one.
Okay, before we take a look at the goal, let's take a look at the game summary, the stats from the game, and here we go.
Man, 58 shots for the Lakers is really impressive total. I believe that's shot attempts rather than on goal, but either way, the more you shoot, the more you have the opportunity to score. And this kind of really just tells the story of what happened today. Oswego really dominated the puck and puck possession, and it's pretty evident with the shot totals.
Yeah, and if you see later, too, the shots on net for Canadians was not that much because the Lakers just kept the pressure and keep it in the other team's zone and kept the pressure on. So that was great by the Lakers to have almost 58 shots, almost 60 shots for them.
Let's talk about the penalty kill really quick. A 5-on-3, an extended 5-on-3, 1 minute and 25 seconds, and they come through.
Yeah, it was just so impressive, and they had a great job positioning-wise. They kept that triangle pretty much the entire minute 25. Really active sticks in the passing lanes, blocking the shots, deflecting it. I don't think there's a single clean pass that went across the slot or across the crease for the Canadians. And finally, there really weren't that many shots on goal for the Canadians. I thought they looked almost like the Oswego State Lakers power play, where they just kept passing around, waiting for that opportunity, and that never really came.
Yeah, and it fixed a lot of, woes that they had from the first 5-on-3, where not even like 15 seconds in, they already scored. They looked, defenseless, but this time they were ready for it, almost like they, expecting it to happen again. So it was a great job with them, especially late in the game, too, because all that pressure's on you to keep it going. So it was a great effort by them all.
Tyson Bruce from Joey Scorpio.
Yeah, really just a really impressive goal. You kind of saw the toe drag by Bruce to get around the defender, and then just put one right past the getting into the slot was so impressive on his part, and then rips the shot past the goaltender.
Yeah, they were really able to get to Murphy fast there, and that was an important goal, to add on to that lead, just in case, for insurance too.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Tyson Bruce's goal, and in the meantime, the block shots. Tyson Bruce taking the body.
Yeah, you saw towards the end of that period, there's a lot of chaos in front of Kazakowski. Right, the puck bounced out right to the slot, and Bruce does a tremendous job getting in front of the puck and blocking it. And it looked like Kazakowski was in position for it, but at the same time, there was chaos, there's traffic in front. If he doesn't block the shot, maybe it goes in. And we see the goal there by Bruce, and just a tremendous goal. And
what a celly, too.
A little celly there from him as well. Great goal to add on there. Look at that, right through his legs, too. That was just wonderful by them.
Yeah, the defender almost oversold it and really went in to try to block the pass. So he's able to flip over to the other side, and really a nifty move by the more of a grinder type of forward.
And finally, Emerson's empty net goal.
Yeah, 9 seconds left, not much really to it, just throwing it down about midway from center ice, throwing it down.
Yeah, we're not much time left there. At this point, you're just trying to clear the net, clear the puck, and just happen to, find the back of the net, So good for them to, add on to that other lead.
Yeah.
Travis Broman named the first star of the game against his former team. What do you think of his play?
It's just so fitting that he's the #1 star against his former team, the Canadians. And I just thought he did a really good job. He was very noticeable, and as a freshman, that's impressive. And Coach Gosick has a lot of questions to be asked and really to answer about this freshman team, this freshman class, and Broman is really shooting himself to the top of that list of freshmen.
Yeah, as a freshman, you try to make your name out there really quickly, and he did just that against his former team there, making his name known and showing the coach that he could just compete just as well as the other guys, and he's going to be a big name going in later in the years.
Travis Broman, 1 goal and 1 assist on the day. We're going to throw it down to our sideline reporter, John Purdick.
How's it going, guys? It was a completely electric atmosphere down here on the ice for that third period. Everyone was on the edge of their seats, and then we got that open net goal. They pulled the goalie at the end of the game and had everyone just very, very, very crazily excited for the rest of this game. Guys, it was a good effort by Oswego, and they didn't really seem like it was an expedition game in this game. It felt like a regular season game, so I think they're really prepared for the regular season. It's going to be really exciting from there. All right, guys, that's it from down from the ice. Back up to you at the perch.
Thank you, John. We've been talking a lot about the power play tonight, not to beat a dead horse. But what do you think about that final opportunity?
You know what? They go 1 for 4 on it, and I thought it was I called it the vintage Oswego power play. Kept passing it around, really pretty passing, waiting for the perfect grade A-plus opportunity that frankly never came. Got a couple shots on net, but they were passing one too many times on it for my liking.
Yeah, even with the 4 opportunities, even one was great because you saw with that one power play goal, it ended up being the difference maker, late in the game being down only up by 1. So it was great to see that. And like you said before, Leighton for the A+, that may never even happen during those power plays. So one thing they probably would have to fix is, less, flashy passing and more just, up front trying to put shots on net.
And we are going to send it over to our play-by-play and color commentators, Jake Vanderbrook and James Catato.
Thank you, guys. Now, James, what were some of your takeaways of this one?
I mean, great game overall. In the first period, Carleton really had Oswego's number, and then Oswego was able to bounce back in the second and third periods. And offensively, they were just too much for the Canadians. And, I mean, it showed in the scoreline and in the shots. 58 shots for the Lakers. 5-3 the final. Great game.
Yeah, very aggressive offensively, but now they're done with the exhibition games.
Yep.
Now they head into the regular season, and they face SUNY Cortland this Friday. Ed Gosick is going to have to make a bunch of decisions.
Yeah.
Who is your starting lines for Oswego?
I mean, Cedric Hansen, he's got to be in net, and then basically anything after that, I don't really care, because this preseason has shown that every single line, 1 through 4, whether it's offensive or defensive, Gosick can basically do whatever he wants, and this is probably going to be one of the better teams that they play all season. And with a middle-of-the-pack in the SUNYAC team like Cortland, you can take advantage of that.
Yeah, absolutely. SUNYAC play begins for Oswego this Friday. That's about going to do it here at the Murano Campus Center. Jake Vanderbrook alongside James Catato. We will see you next Friday as the Oswego State Lakers take on the Cortland Red Dragons. Till then, have a good one. You've been watching Hockey Night in Oswego at MCC Arena.
Thank you. And final thoughts on today's game?
I thought the team ended up playing a really strong game for Oswego State. The defense came up big in the last 5-10 minutes of the game, and that's really all you can ask for, playing with a lead, knowing how to defend a lead, and I thought they did just that.
Yeah, I think they did a very good job here. Playing tough, playing with that, playing aggressive worked for them, and they were able to wear down the Canadians. And the Canadians, didn't show much of a fight until late in the game. One thing I would suggest that the Lakers would try to fix here is, they had a lot of breakaways here, and they couldn't capitalize on that one. So maybe that's one thing they need to fix, is capitalizing on those type of goals, just so you don't have to focus more on power plays just during the game like that.
So the 19th player, Mitch Emerson, the extra forward. We saw him in that third period mainly used as a utility on special teams. Is this the way that Gosick is going to utilize him?
I think that's the way to use the 19th skater, whether it be the 13th forward, the 7th defenseman, whether it be Mitch Emerson, or whether it be a guy like AJ DeRazio, whoever it may be, you definitely want to use it, whether it be special teams specialist or a guy that might be a face-off specialist. Because in this game, Oswego did lose the face-off battle by, I believe, 2. And that's something, especially in D3, that you want to win. You don't want to give up too many face-offs, especially clean, especially in your own zone. So having someone that's strong enough in the face-off circle is crucial for this team.
Yeah, when you put him in the face-offs, it can be very crucial for them to even though win those face-offs and create more opportunities for the men's team.
Next week starts conference play, and they face the Cortland Red Dragons. Now, it is arguable that they're going to be facing weaker opponents. Are they prepared for conference play?
Yeah, I think so. I think the offense came out in both games, scoring 5 goals apiece. The goaltending's still a little shaky, but at the same time, they still have a week of practice to go, a week to really shape up, and the defense as well, a little sloppy early on in your own zone. But at the end of the day, they've gotten results in both games, and I'd say that they dominated the majority of play in both games.
Yeah, even with Cortland possibly being the weaker team here, that's no excuse to let it just slide past. You got to prepare like you're gonna prepare for every other game. So I would take this and just take it like every other game and just play the way you guys normally play.
Who's gonna start that game in goal?
I think it's Riche. I think he proved it last year that he's starting caliber. He's only played 20 minutes, and in those 20 minutes he didn't look great. But at the same time, Hansen didn't look tremendous in his 2 periods today. So I think going back to what worked last year, Hansen was both goaltenders were very good, but Riche took the reins. And I think you could still see this team start off with a 50-50 split or close to it with these 2 guys. But I think last year Hansen really proved his worth.
Mike, Matt, thank you very much. And that'll do it for us at Hockey Night in Oswego. For Mike Morano, Matt Watling, Jake Vanderbrook, and James Katko, and John Purdick, our sideline reporter. Thank you for tuning in to Hockey Night in Oswego on WTOP 10.